after that. Must have
Hmm.
been like a weird coincidence.
So
Anyway,
we're testing right now.
testing, 1, 2,
We're
3,
looking at.
7.
Oddly enough, my download speed has jumped to 350 megabytes per second. Download. My upload is still around 2.5 megabytes. 2.5.
Is that good or bad?
It's bad. It's bad.
I don't know what mine's at.
It's I'm thinking I'm gonna have to just drop everything that isn't intensive on my net. But that's the funny thing, is that my network isn't even at 1%. We are at low impact on my network.
Like
my
funny
Ethernet,
words, Magic Man.
my Ethernet is fine. It's so weird. Like, everything is fine. There shouldn't be things causing my internet to just be going crazy right now. I don't know. But we seem to be good right now. We're gonna even connect to Wi-Fi just to make sure, to where we're not just on Ethernet. We're gonna test though. But it looks like we're okay.
I'm also potentially fighting internet problems. So
I can hear it.
It's currently
A little bit. You're
A
a little choppy.
bit.
Yeah. The unit point of view, the universe, as soon as we want to play D&D, just pulls out like the baseball bat.
No, yeah.
My download
I'm
is
I'm a little worried
944.
because if Wheeler's having issues with the internet, that means that I won't be far behind because we literally live like right down the street from each other.
Yeah,
fuck.
no,
I
my
got 2
internet.
months of Super Duolingo from Discord.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
I am not going to keep up with it.
That's fair. I need to figure out how
All right.
to.
I have reduced my I've increased my sensitivity, so I should not be as choppy.
You sound
What do
fine.
you guys think?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
you sound fine
Mr.
right
Mr.
now.
Fancy Pants Richard McGee over here, 101 megabyte upload. What internet provider do you have?
Box.
Okay, you see, I got Spectrum. I think I have AT&T.
See, I never used to have problems with Spectrum.
But also, you
Ooh,
live in Florida.
Fancy Pants Rich McGee over here.
Well, fuck you.
Spelling BS. You want to see what my internet is right now? You want to see? It's not good.
It's agony is what.
Yeah, it's
fucking-
literally agony, far more painful than yours.
It's that emo right there.
I am using a Cat 8 cable
Coda.
as well, so
Coda, no eating that box. It's from
I
Melissa
am
and
less
them.
than a foot away from my receiver. I am on both wired and Wi-Fi. Is Coda
And it's
You're
still
on.
eating a
plus you.
box?
my cat cable actually exceeds what I need. So
How the fuck? Send me your cat cable. I'll fucking buy that right now.
it's a Cat 8 cable.
Cat 8 cable, got it.
Yeah, it's very short and it's flat, and it's for business use, not for home use generally.
I think I have a Cat 8 cable. No, wait, I might have a Cat 6.
They're generally Cat 6, but Cat 8 will.
Yeah. Goddamn, they're only like $9 on Amazon.
Yeah. They don't cost much.
I am under download speed compared to Spiri, but I have more upload speed than Spiri.
I don't know how.
A Cat 8 can transfer speeds of up to 40 gigabits per second.
Hmm. Did you see a world record was recently broken? And they recently have found a way to download something so fast that they downloaded Baldur's Gate 3 in like less than a minute.
It was 37 seconds
Yeah.
because they were close to making the joke. It only took 6 rounds of initiative. Like,
That's hilarious. Okay, so big decision, guys. We may or not stream based on how Scortum's doing. I'm still down to continue running the game off of stream. However, if I continue to have internet outages, we may just have to not play
Postpone
today.
until next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, might have to.
Now, on the other side of things, I don't know what you guys are doing tomorrow.
I
but
will not be in town.
Never mind. Then we can. Anyway,
I'm
so yeah. Oh, when do you leave tomorrow?
I have to be there by 3:15.
In the
It
afternoon? Fuck.
takes me, yeah, in the afternoon, and it takes me roughly 2.5 hours to get there.
Dang,
So,
never mind. I was gonna ask you
yeah.
something, but can't do it if you gotta go tomorrow.
What do you need?
Some of that delicious food.
I hate to be the bearer of bad
No,
news.
it's all gone. No. Fuck.
Oh God, literally at the end of last night, we had like maybe a spoonful of rice left. The corn was gone, the pork was gone, the bread was
No.
gone. The bread was gone this morning. I'm so sorry.
how
It's
could
all
you do
good.
this to her?
Oh no,
So
no, because
good.
like, oh God, I went ahead and I talked it up. I didn't like sell it to her basically because she's tasted my mom's cooking before. But like, oh my God, she was like practically drooling on the phone yesterday. And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, this is what's going on over at
You know
my
what?
place. Just let me know.
My brother was late, so I didn't eat at all yesterday until July 4th dinner. So like my brother said he was late and I was fucking starving. I was like, oh my
Oh
god,
my
I wish I went to
God.
Jen's like hours ago.
What? You
No,
could've
it's okay. I had a big
told
meal.
me. I could have
So
picked you up.
what's the
It's all good, it's all good.
consensus, guys?
I'm
Um,
thinking still 9 o'clock start time.
I am
Okay.
already back on stream. I have stream ready to tell me like if this is up to you guys on stream. You guys let me know when internet starts to sound like it's a little iffy to where we can go on break, but I'm good to go. I'm willing to test this. Dropped frames be damned.
Okay.
Yeah. The viewers can watch a goddamn PowerPoint presentation if they have.
Yep.
I'm joking.
They will.
So-
They will. No, they will. They will and
So
they'll enjoy
third
it.
and final asking, is there any more shopping? Anything else you wanting to pick up and procure before we go today?
I posted my things I would like to procure. I have
strings.
Can I add the 900 gold that's in my little pouch into my account, please?
Yes.
That
Also,
was
wink,
from that room that I scoured out by myself.
right. Wink, wink. Though, bring a party member with you so you can have them sign as like someone that can also access your account.
But Scorton was with me when we went the first time, correct?
We can go
Yes.
together
So
again,
she
I
should be
suppose.
your witness
So
or
you're-
whatever it's called.
Yeah.
What's it called? Your beneficiary? No, that's for like
Yeah.
wills.
Like
What is the thing
guarantor.
called when guarantor? Yes, someone that's also able to access your account, right?
Yeah.
Scortum being asked to be a guarantor just is slowly looking at Thebes like, oh, what the fuck are you planning on doing?
So, knowing that you have deposited some money, Agamir, you could not find any of those strings you were looking for. No place in town sells that type of object. There's no teachers in town that has them spare. And anyone who does have that particular object only has that particular set of strings and will not give it up. unless you wanted to just outright just drop a ton of gold on some fucking villager's head and say, please let me have that instrument."
Drops 20 gold to give me that thing. Give me the
It's
fucking.
fine. It's fine. I can, if
Yeah, I
push
know.
comes to shove, I can just make more.
I thought you were about to say I can just steal it.
Also, for purposes of Spiri, I wanted to say that instruments don't necessarily have to be your only arcane focus.
Oh yeah, no, her main
Um,
arcane focus is her cards, but that dulcimer has a lot of special meanings to her.
What I mean is that I'm a personal believer that bards and sorcerers should be able to count their bodies as arcane focuses. Like bards can sing or talk, and sorcerers are just full of magic blood. So.
Are you telling me that I can pole dance for my wild magic?
Yes.
You could dance, but
I'ma
if you're
pop that
on
pussy
a
for that wild
if
magic.
you're on a if you have like a pole that you're stationarily dancing on, that could present problems with strategy. But anyways,
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
do
Phoebes,
we
let me
wanna
borrow that 10-foot pole, baby.
swing. Anyway,
There you go.
so
God, not the hole.
Phoebes just like a socket opens up on Phoebes' head, and like a gigantic like fucking subwoofer starts like shaking the entire world.
Oh
like
my god.
You ever see those guys in Cuba or Puerto Rico, like the gigantic walls of
Yes.
speakers and stuff?
Yes.
I mean, look at me, girl.
All right, so can we go ahead and
I
start
need
the
to deposit my
intros?
money.
Yes.
Let's play.
So, everyone,
Let's
welcome.
assume you've already done that. Sorry,
The
I didn't
intros?
answer that question.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Arrival of the Red Comet, aka Arrival of the Late Bitches. My name is Spiri. Spiri Vaxi. We're starting with Agamir. Go! Go, 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 go!
What?
Go,
Huh?
go, go, go,
What?
go!
Huh?
Go, 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 go! Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Agmir. Hi. I'm just the guy, the moral compass of the party.
Bullshit.
Guys, what?
Right.
I point at Phoebes. What do you mean bullshit?
I'm also a moral compass.
The wrong way.
Mm.
You're pointing to the clock.
Agamir points north, you point south.
I will go down south. Anyways, Phoebes, you're next!
Hi, I'm the magnet that fucks up the moral compass of the party.
Kalira!
That's hilarious.
Clara,
Kalira, who are you?
Hi, I'm Kalira. Welcome to Arrival of the Red Comet. I'm fucking my husband tonight. Boom.
Hey, and I've scored him. I have a lot of issues.
so many.
I have trauma.
I have trauma.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
Agmir just
Agamir
like
has
fully
learned a
kicked.
little bit about. Agamir
You
has
might,
learned.
guys.
Out of all of us,
I
I
was
think I have
thinking,
the
like,
most trouble.
If you say it like the girl from Nemo, like, I'm
I
a
have
piranha.
I have trauma from fucking flowers. Anyways, this is Wheeler. She's our wonderful DM. She plays a lot of Elden Ring and has been begging me to play Lego Fortnite, so we might be doing that later, but not tonight. That's Zappy. She's our bard, but not really. I'm the bard. Kalir's a warlock. Hello, Faerun. I've scored him. Welcome to Jackass.
Man.
Actually, hold up. I need
just
Phoebes
out
to do
me
it,
as an
please.
Elden Ring nerd. That's crazy.
I need Phoebes. Can you say that for me, please? Can you do the hey, welcome to hey Faerun. I'm Phoebes. Welcome to Jackass. Can you say that, please?
As Phoebes or as me?
As Phoebes. As Phoebes.
La, 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 la. Hello, Faerun. I am Phoebes, and welcome to Jackass.
All right, let's get.
One little thing, isn't it fucked up that the most of the Jackass crew are still alive, whereas most of the Glee crew are gone?
Yeah, and the
What?
guy who was gay on
That's
Glee
crazy,
had to
man.
be closeted. Anyways,
Oh.
listen, it's
all
no
right.
longer Pride Month. I'm back in the closet. I'm from Florida.
Damn.
Anyways,
Damn.
It's a nice closet.
let's begin.
It's velvet line.
Little recap. Last session was Nice. Last session was primarily consisting of the aftermath of the trial. You guys found out some information. You mostly role played with several people that were there with you. Kalira ended up communing with a creature that she has a magic bond with. Agamir was speaking with his bow by the river on a little picnic date. Um, and uh, there's still fireworks going, guys. Come on. Anyway, um, and Scordum and Phoebes were busy speaking with Elminster. As we cut off the session, I believe with a wholesome moment where he said some nice things about she should believe more in her self-worth. Um,
Elvina.
However, uh, the party, having split their ways for a little bit, um, took a long rest. You had a good picnic date. She eventually like melded into a tree and fucked off somewhere. You went back to go do some errands and stuff that the party gave you a list for. Um, Kalira fucked off back to the inn with her husband and is a little saddle sore, and
That's right. Woo!
and uh, whatchamacallit? Scordum was getting a quick crash course in in magical control from Elminster. He is still around. He will be around for another 24 in-game hours, and then he will have to get on with his business because he is a powerful mage that is needed all over the multiverse. So, but he is here to help his daughter. And Phoebes, Lord knows what he's been up to. Probably mischief. Someone's probably missing a belt buckle. There's like buttons missing. There's a bomb set up somewhere. The normal
The
things.
uh-huh.
What? Huh? Who said that?
You
Anyway, I'm joking. That didn't happen. Unless no, it didn't happen. Anyways, so the group decided to rest for 8 hours. It is now 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and I believe we have gotten all the shopping done necessary, and they will now begin their trek up the Starwater Riverside into the Starwater Gorge north of Evening Star and try and find, once again, the side entrance instead of the Kobold Fort entrance known as the Killing Keep into the haunted halls of Evening Star. Now, I believe your tokens should still all be. They are not. I'm going to bring them back over here then. Bam. That is Agumir, and then Scordum with Mr. Snake, and then Phoebes with Chester. And this other token, I think, is invisible because it's someone's girlfriend. Yeah, it's her. Okay.
it's
That's not
someone's
a party
girlfriend.
member.
I wonder who this could be.
So, you guys, I'm going to sync up the page as best as possible. I also need to progress the time by another 2 hours because that's how long the march would take to get up to where you need to go.
Weird
Um,
question.
Before you ask that, literally, yes, all the things that you needed to do are done. Okay.
All right, I will
That's
delete your
done.
money. I will delete your money from the bag. I only have my money in the bag now.
Thank you.
Cool. So what was your question, Agamir?
If
I almost said your name.
it's fine. It's fine to use my name as well because I go by it on streams. But if I were to use a friend I found along the way and we use the cart, would that be faster or slower?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because I was going to say that Agamir, it's not going to use your divine sense at all, but you are sensing that something of what did you chose celestial nature, right?
It's Fae is what he chose.
Fae, excuse me.
Yeah.
You feel something of the Fae persuasion sort of trailing you guys, and it will hide in bushes and in trees and stuff, but you never really get a glimpse at it, unless you would like to call it over. But
Yeah, could
are you bringing the cart back and forth to the dungeon, or
I
are you guys walking up there? Because I've been
I
assuming
mean,
y'all been using the bag of holding.
but the thing is, I don't see a downside to bringing the cart.
Yeah.
Other than it getting stolen while you're in the dungeon?
There's
Who's
literally
ballsy enough to steal it? Let's be honest
yeah.
here.
Other
If there
adventurers
is a
who are
cart there that just
arriving?
seems like it has been undone, we will kill them.
Just put metal moon on. We just like on the side. We get a thing of paint. Metal moon touch X.
Touch equals death.
touch equals skull sign. Do you guys want to bring your cart? That's up to you. And if you are, then somebody please find a cart token and chuck it on the map for us.
But if we do, the thing is, because if we do, Agamir is gonna call them over. Because I have a feeling I know who it is. It's a similar feeling to before. Correct?
Yes.
Agamir just does like the high-pitched dog whistle. I can't whistle.
That's all.
This is me, Ben. I can't whistle. So, but Agamir does it as. Do you want me to post their token as? I'm guessing they approach.
No, it's right here.
Oh, it's right here. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Kind of just is like slunk around the tree. Once again, Agamir, although everyone else has not actually seen this thing, Agamir, you do whistle and it comes bounding out of some bushes farther down the hill. A large serpentine, wingless reptilian creature that is better known as a drake. But with very interesting qualities to it that make it stand out from your average drake. This one has moss and like leafy scales and strange, interesting horns. You guys have never seen this creature before, but Agamir seems to recognize it.
Yeah. Does it do the dog thing of just like full on charging me, and just like?
It's doing the thing where it's sort of like reticent and it's kind of just like circling around, but from a like 5-10 feet away, sniffing. And then you see like not so much sniffing so much as like flicking its tongue several times to taste the air. It's mostly think of its behavior as a mixture between like a snake and a cat more than a dog.
And Phoebes just ran in the dungeon.
Right.
But no, Agamir would get
So-
past this thing to pull the cart over, so we don't have horses.
We
Well,
use
there's
Machina.
Machina, but yeah.
We have friends
Get
now.
back here.
Let me turn down my notifications. Sorry about that.
Phoebes slowly
I got
backing out of the
notifications
building.
for Saltburg on quick. It's funny. Okay. So, queso too. Anyway. Just as a reminder, all the green numbers on the map are rooms that you have 100% cleared out or found out all the information within and or found all the money, traps, and monsters that were related to it.
Stop moving,
of
Phoebes.
which-
I see you going inside.
Of which you have cleared out many of these rooms, although I need to update room 50 for you guys. Anywho's it, where do we want to start?
We have the least amount of things to clear out in the south, but I believe since we have more in the north, we should probably head north.
Yeah, we did.
Start towards the west and work towards the east. Go from the back of the cave to the front.
It works with me. And then Agamir looks back at the Drake, and he's gonna say, "Speak in Draconic," because it understands Draconic. To just guard the cart.
God damn it, Phoebes.
Phoebes ran in, didn't he? Yes, he did.
He ran in. Get back here!
I swear we should have invested like a toddler leash.
I have one!
Is that the
I have
is that
three
the
of them.
Bardo token you use? That's funny.
Yeah, listen, it's a good token! Scored him, like, fucking sprints after.
No, that's fine.
Oh my god,
Oh
he's
god!
running.
Oh
He's
no!
running.
She died. She died.
Oh, which she? There's two of us dying right now.
You're fine. Other she. We. DM she.
Other she.
I'm not
Other
saying anything.
You were dying
You
though
were.
a moment ago.
You were deep fried for a little bit.
Yeah, Squirtum
That's
fucking
crazy.
sprints in her platforms directly at Phoebes with a "Get back here, young thing!"
Young thing.
Wow.
They are genderless. She kneels down, grabs Phoebes by the cups his cheeks, and goes, "Do not run off. I understand. It is very exciting. But listen to me. You could step into some random portal and be transported to God's knows where. And Chester wouldn't be able to protect you. Chester would not be able to protect you. No offense, Chester, but you were not even able to bite my ass.
Silverton.
No, you are not going back to Tilverton. You are not going to Tilverton. None of us are going to Tilverton. Tilverton does not exist. What is so funny? Chuckles.
I just hate that we live in a society.
We all turn
How's
around.
Vaught
We all pull out a
Chuckles? How's
shotgun.
Vaught
I need to
Chuckles?
watch that campaign.
We all just like pull out
Um,
shotguns at the very moment of this and fire.
Fire at the cloud!
So,
I guess we're moving through.
No!
well,
You
are
come
we heading?
back here.
Are we heading north?
I
Or
assume the
north?
way we're going is like through because we said we're gonna go. I assume we're going all the way over here to 47 and then go from there, like clear up and around kind of thing.
Yeah, clear up and around, I think, would be
Like,
a
'cause,
better
like,
idea.
We clear out this section first, and then clear out the other ones, and then we go to the points of interest. In my opinion, probably be the smartest thing to do.
I think it would probably be best to, like, hit 28 and then go to 44. Like, 28, walk around, don't clear everything out,
Yeah.
but, like, clear out this little area, walk up, clear out this area, and then clear out what's here. Or
Yeah.
just start at the very top and then work our way down. And I swear, if you keep moving, boy, I will hold you like a mother.
We're gonna roll this real quick. That was not 1 second. That was loud. Sorry about that.
Kalir is now
I-
running in front. I grab Kalir like a toddler as well.
I will say
So-
Scordum has hand fastened herself with Phoebes.
It looks like I described before, since the kobolds have been cleared up, this place is a lot quieter than it used to be. There isn't any strange scrabbling sounds here and there, like there was. You've also cleared out the Cult of the Dragon forces, namely the guy. But weirdly enough, despite having found a higher up and a zombie or two that he is created, you've not found any of those like underlings that tend to be at, like cult bases and stuff. So perhaps your party might believe that he was by himself, or you just simply haven't found where they're at yet. You are approaching the lightning trap area. The door is open. Just remember not to touch it, or the trap will activate again. So we're hoping to go through this hallway to 12 and then go through the secret door behind the throne, and then or are we going to go to 47, or are we going to go north to 49 and then go to touch the room number 6? Which path are you guys taking?
Up through 12 to 47, up through
Yeah.
to 28, I think was the general
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we go back, and then we clear out that area, and then move on.
All right. So as you make your way carefully through the long hallway, finding yourself in the throne room where you found the portrait of a battle that took place in Mithranor in room 12. If you guys could bring your tokens there. You're standing in front of the door that leads to the north, that leads directly east, but the northwestern section of room number 12. What is order of march? Who's opening the door? Who's going into the room first? Who's in the rear? That kind of thing.
It's usually best for thieves to check the door first, though, right?
Yeah, Phoebes checks door, and then it's usually Agamir, Scordum, Phoebes, then Kalira.
Okay. So, Phoebes, it has been a minute. What is your passive investigation?
Passive investigation is passive perception investigation is 14.
14. Okay. Um, you know that this door is not trapped, but it is locked.
Okay. I will
So it'll be a Thieves' Tools check, DC 14.
does that mean I need to get a 3 or more on the dice then? Cool.
Basically, you're very expertised in Thieves' Tools.
Yes. So that's
Did you just say yas?
that'll be 30.
Phoebes has updated his vocabulary
Oh my
lexicon.
god!
That is you got a direct 13?
30. 30.
Oh, 30. Okay, cool. Yeah, you stick your shim into the door keyhole, and you use your pick to rake the lock, and it comes out quite easily. That is not a euphemism for you fifth graders. That is just how lockpicking works. Um, uh,
God, I didn't
so
even use any lube.
um,
Jeez.
the door is open, and inside you can see a unlit room that is made entirely of the same smooth stone that we've been dealing with the entire time in the haunted halls. There's a patterned floor of blue and white diamonds and triangles with a seven an unlit 7 candle chandelier hanging above. There is some dust and some rubbish, it seems, probably left over from trash from kobolds that once lived here. And the door to the north is unlocked and open, or rather ajar. Thebes is going on ahead. Y'all gonna catch up?
Scordum has him literally in a child leash, so yes.
A child leash?
It's more just she has her hand fastened with his.
You see there's 50 feet ahead of you. That go is a door, excuse me, a hallway, which, according to the map that the kobolds drew for you, seemed to contain a secret door on the left at the far end. And there is also a left-hand turn that the kobolds have also marked on the map that when you got the information from them, that in room 28, there is it's you, Ben. There's no two of you. There's no two for me, at least. They're left a note that just says big dead guy.
Check the floor on the way up to the junction.
One second. Let me get this one. Okay. So the yes, this one. So you're checking the floor with your 10-foot pole, tapping along, and you get to here, and now you need to make a decision. Do you continue on, where you know that there's an upcoming dead end, or do you take a left?
Well, we decided we're going to 28 first, right? Yes? No?
Keen? Metal Moon?
Anyone?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I thought we agreed on going there first, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah. No, I was just double checking.
So,
All right.
coming
Yeah.
around to the corner, What is the order of march as you guys are approaching?
Thieves, Agamir, Squirtum. Is that it? Is that what it is?
Marshals up
Right?
front, casters in the back.
I thought Scorton was holding on to Phoebes, so Scorton would be right next to Phoebes.
What it sounds like to me is if Agamir is standing in a central square, for example, then it would look something like a diamond formation, like that.
Well, Phoebes would be first because he's checking for traps. So that would be, yeah, like that.
Yeah. And then we're gonna drag everybody to this one. Bring you back here. Bam. All right. So, already from this far back, you can see that the chamber ahead is weirdly lit by patches of phosphorescent mold growing on the walls, ceiling, and upon a cracked stone table whose halves fill the center of the room. Sprawled on top of it is a skeleton of some sort, of giant. A spear that killed it is still wedged in its ribs, and the spear glows, and it is obviously magical. There is much stone heaped around the edges of the room, evidently. There was once a lot more stone furniture here that has been destroyed. Carvings that appear to be fragments of runes can even be seen on some pieces. Um, yes, so, Phoebes, I can tell you that the entire hallway is untrapped. You would still have to check the room itself if you wish, but you guys can see all these things that I've described as you can get pretty close enough to look at it all. It will consider this room dimly lit due to the phosphorescent moss, although for those of you with dark vision, it is considered normal vision for you.
Turn the lantern on full belt.
Say again?
Turn my eye lantern on, so it's to full.
Yes. Can you tell me the range again of a hooded lantern for me?
I think it's 30 feet bright and then another 30 dim. Yeah, 30-foot radius, bright light, and then a 30 dim for an additional 30.
Understood. All right.
So it's a
So
radius.
30 and then 60.
Let's say radius.
No, it's not a radius because it's a hooded lantern. So I thought you had like a mixture between a hooded and bullseye lantern, basically.
Yeah, I mean it's forward from where he's looking. But the hooded lantern says radius, whereas it's more of a bullseye.
Yeah. So while you guys decide what you're doing, I'm going to be fixing up Phoebes's lantern things.
That's fair. How big would you say the spear is, DM? Like,
Um,
that's a giant.
it is looks like it is sized enough for humans to wield.
Hmm. And then the giant's like on a sigil kind of thing on the ground?
On a table,
On a
a
table.
big
Okay.
cracked stone table. Do I need
Stone
to read it
table,
again?
yeah.
No, it's good. My brain just farted. My brain just farted. My apologies.
One sec. I'm gonna grab Chester real quick so I can do this.
Is the skeleton still intact?
Yes, it is.
Mm.
Down, Kalira.
What?
Clear, you have a husband.
Not like
You
that! Oh
can't
my
jump
god!
its bones.
I mean,
No, don't. It's a literal
No, I
skeleton. What do you mean?
mean.
There's
Listen,
no. I
I
mean,
would fuck
there's
with
no.
hers.
hmm.
I'd fuck with hers. I'd say I'm okay to just say that on stream.
He was
At least
meat
you're being
once.
honest, you know. Like,
Mhm.
He was meat
There you go,
once.
Phoebes. You can turn your token to direct where you want to be looking at.
Very thank you.
I do enjoy
But
the
you have to turn the
argument of
Phoebes
he
token
was
specific.
meat once.
yeah, is that
He
once now?
was meat
Yes.
once.
His meat's gone.
I mean, he's still
Mhm.
covered in desiccated flesh. I mean, he can
Oh,
always just
I
rehydrate
mean, you
him.
guys have never
Anyway.
had beef jerky?
So,
Not to suck on.
what is
Mm.
what
Oh,
are
God.
we doing, everybody? Would you like to search the rubble? Do you want to look at the skeleton? You want to touch the spear? What's going on? What are we doing?
Kalir is checking out the skeleton immediately. Like, he is just, like, she's just mindlessly walking forward. Like, her hands are curling. Like, oh, I know that I'm not supposed to touch this, but this is fascinating.
Oh dear.
Agamir's gonna be on
40
watch.
deep, 20 necrotic damage. No, I'm kidding. I'm
You
joking.
fucking
Wait,
fade out of
what?
existence. You're the Ash baby meme. But no,
Maybe
Agamir's
Yeah.
gonna be on
Yeah.
watch because he's not good at investigating things. You know what? He'll give Alira guidance. Little
Thanks.
pat on the
Fair.
back. You give a D4.
Hey.
Squirtum's gonna be poking around.
Steve's gonna clear the room, everything apart from this.
Right. So two of you are searching the room itself. Kalira is messing with the skeleton. All right. Excuse me. Okay.
Please ignore that.
So
I apologize.
I didn't hear anything.
I accidentally rolled initiative in the
Oh.
D&D Beyond.
Whoops. Oh, there. Anyway.
I'm
So
sorry.
first we need to roll this.
Don't scare me like that.
Ooh. You got a high and a low. That's cool.
I don't like that.
And couple things. Kalira, as you walk up to the skeleton, you can see it is probably a one of the several giant species, but due to its height, it is more likely one of what are called lesser giants, not part of what is called the ordning. From like hill giant to storm giant, this is probably a lesser giant, like a wood giant or a furbolg that was exceptionally tall. Those kinds of creatures that, while are classed as giant, are not necessarily part of like the mythical giants that people are once faced a few decades ago when the giants started raiding the lands of Faerun after their ordning broke. Storm King's Thunder. Anyway, just as a reminder for chat, it is 1504 Dale Reckoning, so all the campaigns that have ever been published have already happened, basically. Do you mess with the spear?
I do not. I do see that it is glowing, but I choose to leave that alone.
Okay.
Can I investigate the skeleton without touching it?
One second, loading tab.
Well, mage hand it. Mage hand it.
It is just a large armored skeleton wearing very old, rusted, steel armor. It has long been dead. It does not seem to be. Oh, I also forgot to draw this for you, but you have a constant field of detect magic going as well.
Yes.
I'll draw that for you real quick. But the think it's 30 feet around you. Hold on, I'm gonna put you in a thing so I can do this. It should be half. Half, and half. Okay, cool. Attach. Kalira. Circle. Lock. Okay, cool.
And
So, Kalira. It is a very old skeleton. It does not seem to be active with any kind of necromancy magics, according to your detect magics at all. The spear does light up, of course, magical with your detect magic, as it seems to be coming off as a one of those weapons that are better than your average weapon. But I cannot tell you more unless you were to identify it.
And to identify it, you have to touch it, and I don't feel comfortable with that. Understood.
The other people, Phoebes and Scordum, they are searching about the room, looking at some of the broken stone furniture, looking through some of the rubble. You guys find, hidden among some of the rubble, 14 gold pieces, and Phoebes, with your searching skills, you actually find what looks to be like bits of rag underneath some rubble, and then you continue moving pieces of rock, and then you find what looks to be skeletal human feet, like someone was buried underneath rubble. However, his boots kind of spring out to you in a way that seems they're obviously magical in some way.
And I take it his feet are still in them.
Yes, they are. They're skeletal, though.
Okay. Can I take them from the knee?
You just want to like take his femurs, take his shins, basically, with the boots still attached to them.
Yep.
Okay, sure. You have two boots. With the all the bones from the patella of the knee down still inside of them.
He'll do a little dance with them.
Okay, that's funny. Dang, that was a 3, not a 1. Scordum, you found most of the gold that I had just described. Is there whatchamacallit, is there anyone wanting to experiment with these magic items, or are we gonna be scaredy cats and just stand here? Or are we gonna go somewhere else?
Agamir would say to grab the spear. If he's just watching and notices no one grabbing the giant, obviously magic spear.
Also, I haven't heard Scordum in a minute. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm back. Can I push my magic out to kind of like feel how it is? Like, how does it feel against my magic? Does it feel aggressive, or is it kind of like a how we doing? Like, hey, oh my god, it's been so long.
The spear?
Yeah, how's the magic feeling? Is it feeling angsty?
Angsty.
It's not sentient, if that's what you're asking.
But would it be like harmful?
It's a spear. It's like a gun.
Yeah,
it's dangerous in the hands of someone who uses it.
I'll just grab it then, I
If
guess.
you're
We just like,
certain.
it's better we could have
Oh,
it.
you're just watching Agamir get close to it, like
just stomps over there, rips it out of the giant's chest.
No, he like,
Giant comes back to life going, oh my god,
spear.
it's trapped it for 10,000
Agamir,
years.
what languages do you know?
Damn it, I touched the spear and I made a mistake. I know Common, Draconic, and Orcish. I was a fool.
Common, Draconic, and Orcish. Okay. As you touch the spear, you see that there were runes carved upon the haft of the spear that seem to meld and change into Orcish. You don't know what language it was before, but you can read it now, and it says shimmering.
He says, die.
This is die. Agmir keels
Not
over. He does like the
everything
Family
says
Guy death pose.
die.
Shivering? He kind of just says it out loud to himself, just confused.
Like glitter or mica powder?
No, this is what it just said on the thing. Kind of like points at the orcish script.
I see.
Is he able to pull it out, DM, without like completely desecrating
Yeah,
a corpse?
you can pull it out. Yeah, it's a skeleton. It's not like a zombie.
It's a
It's just
skeleton.
a
It's not a
skeleton that's
corpse.
inert.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
So
add
you
to
pull
him.
it out.
Mhm.
It is. How do I put this? It is not a sentient weapon, and until you identify, I cannot tell you much more. But you can feel that this spear was made with a very direct purpose,
Oh
and it's
no!
not just killing, but potentially slaying specific things.
I swear. Do I have all the weapons of killing things? I have the Lizard Slayer 9000, the Giant Slayer 10,000. Oh god. This-
Also, it is quite well made. Like, the spear is made out of a type of wood called loblolly pine, which gets harder with age and has been finely stained with like a linseed oil. The spear tip itself has sort of like an arrow used for hunting. It has these long prongs that come off the back of it, as if whatever you stab it into, you're meant to let go of it and it won't be easily pulled out by whatever creature it is meant to hunt. But you see that the spear tip is much too big for something as small as a giant.
Did I get a war crime on a stick weapon? Did I get a fucking triangle? This sounds like a war crime.
And you look closer, it is not technically just a spear. There is a small gap in the down the center of the spear tip itself that actually causes it to become a very narrow, two-pronged spear. I'm not going to call it a bident, but it functions as a spear, but you could say it's essentially like a two-pronged forked weapon at the same time. The design looks like it is intended to let blood run freely, to fatigue a creature from blood loss if it is stabbed.
How much does this thing weigh, if you don't mind me asking? Because it seems like a normal sphere, but it
When
seems
you
like
pick it up, it is hefty, but it somehow shrinks to your size, something that would fit your stature.
I'm just putting really cool spear in giant skeleton is what I'm adding to my inventory till I know what it is. How much does it weigh so I can just put it in?
Let's see, one second. We're gonna say it weighs as much as a pike. 18 pounds instead of spear weight,
Okay,
which is normally 3 pounds. So it's 18 pounds. It's a heavy spear. This
Anyway,
damn near looks like something you could load into a ballista, but it's still very much intended
Yeah.
for humanoid hands to wield.
Yeah. Agamir just like walks back past Kalir. He's holding out the giant spear of Murder Death Doom, is what I'm trademark, is what I'm calling it for right now.
Death Doom.
That's it for right now. We don't know what he's like, could you do the thing, Scorn?
Claire just watches him go by, and
Sorry, go ahead.
no,
listening.
you're right. She's just gonna watch him go by, and she's gonna say, "Well, now that that's out of the way, let's see." And then she's gonna start touching the skeleton.
That's what's actually
You're gonna
cursed.
start
She
to what?
explodes now.
She's gonna start actually
what the
digging
skeleton?
into the armor to see if there's anything else in there.
If you like the hauberk, you can kind of drop it to the side because it's big and heavy. Damn it, still no one. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else inside other than the large hole that was wrenched into the metal of the cuirass of its armor by the spear. Is Phoebe just like just walking along with the boots with the bones in them still, or has he removed
Yep.
the bones,
Just
or
no,
how's
He's
just
that
on the
trying to
floor.
schmove it. I'm trying to keep him back.
Yeah.
He's just
Delira,
walking
come
down the
along.
hallway, like
so
slightly bent over, but with the
um
boots on the floor, kind of like with the feet walking them along.
that's you're like all in all fours technically. That's funny.
Yeah.
So because of the nature of the thing, Agamir, it will not fit into your bag of holding because it is larger. It is
Agony.
too tall in one dimension to be able to put it
Yeah.
into the bag of holding.
Give me a second. I gotta
Um,
refinance
the boots
my
could fit,
equipment.
but
Yeah. I had to refinagle my inventory for weight reasons now.
all good. But it does not fit in the bag.
Yeah.
The spear.
I'll go. I'll
So,
move it out of there then.
um,
Yeah. Wings hovering
the
up.
the rest of the people scored clear. You notice that there's nothing else of interest in the room other than the gold and then the two magic items that you detected. The spear is sort of like a mixture between the evocation magic and transmutation. The boots seem to have been an abjuration and transmutation type magic that you detected with your aura.
Okay.
But you notice that
She's
you're alone in
gonna.
the room suddenly as you're lost in your study.
Mhm. She's
Ag-
gonna do like like final rites and stuff like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna just kind of like move its limbs to a position where she thinks he will be a little bit more comfortable. Just being respectful and everything before she leaves.
Right. Okay. Um. So you catch up and feed you, hoping to hook a left.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just change the color of this room number real quick. All right. So on the map, the you know that there is a secret door that is marked coming up soon on the left.
I'll check the wall on the way so I can find it.
The Oh, you're so right. I should have that open. 1 second. Bam. You guys are over there. I'm going to duplicate this tab. One sec. Gotta scroll again. That was room 28 earlier. Now you're heading to 45. Okay. So, the floor seems untrapped, and from the description, from the mark on the paper, you know that there is a secret door there, but you don't see any discernible way to open it. So you can make a investigation check with advantage, since you know there should be one there.
Investigation with an
Go ahead and get
advantage.
that guidance from Agamir. Um,
22.
Yes, Squirtle.
I was just going to be a quick. Are we okay with still having the Rary's telepathic bond up? Can I put it up when we walked in?
I assume you would have finished the ritual right as you
Yeah.
walked into the first room of the dungeon, basically.
Yes, I just wanted to ensure that we were on the same page for that.
And it lasts an hour.
Lasts an hour, yep.
Okay. You have 55 minutes left on it.
Thank you.
All right, Phoebes, what'd you get?
A 22.
A 52?
22.
Oh, I was like, God damn. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon he'll be able to.
So you find a down near the bottom of the floor where there looks like there was a craftsman's mistake, like some sort of large chunk that was chiseled out of the door on accident, possibly when they were sanding and smoothing down the door, smoothing down the wall. You find instead what seems to be a small little stone trigger on the inside, like sort of like a crossbow trigger that seems like an obvious door handle to you.
Okay. Click it.
Click it. The door swings out towards the northern wall, and inside this small little 10 by 10 foot area looks like it probably might have once been a secret compartment that the dwarves built for Rivior, the bandit king. But now it seems to be mostly full of rubble, although you can see some shiny coin sticking out through some of the cracks in between the rubble that's stacked here. Would you like to take time to search it or move on?
Does it look like that's those because we had those little coin things as well, didn't we? So if it doesn't look like a haul, then he's going to leave it.
You can see what looks to be a couple of gold coins and what looks to be a slightly off whitish silver coin with 3 crown symbols on it. A tri-crown,
Okay.
otherwise known
Is
as a
that-
platinum.
And what were
Ooh.
the ones that we found earlier that had the legs and stuff on it?
Those are called lock lurkers.
Yeah. What design did they have on them?
They had a nondescript human face with a crown on it. It was very much like from far away. It looks like a coin of some like monarchy, but as you get closer, you realize that it's very generic looking.
Is
But
there a clear?
that doesn't seem to be in here.
Is there a clear path between the coin and the door? Like if I put my stick on it, could I pull it out?
Yeah, of course.
I'll drag that out.
You have a platinum in your inventory now.
Because that's it. Okay. Yeah, and I'll just close the door. I'm not going to go reaching through rubble and stuff.
Sure. So you're gonna head right.
Yep.
Okay. So, let me add something to this real quick.
I think somebody better check on Agamir and Kalira. I don't think Agamir is particularly safe back there with Kalira, considering that she does have a husband.
Ah!
I mean, you don't have to worry about that. He's in good hands. No, get
That's
back
what
here.
I'm worried about.
Limbs, tentacles, etc.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so, you know, also on the map there is a secret door on the southern west side of this room coming up ahead. But in here, you can see what looks to be several skeletons and even a hole in the floor that you can't really see much down unless you were to stick your light in that direction. They seem to have mostly all been crushed by rubble that this part of the Uh, this part of the haunted halls seems to have experienced much activity and instability in its architecture and has probably killed several humans in this room. Um, there is even a complete skeleton you can see with only its head crushed by a rock. Um, but the kobolds have marked that there is a secret door to the southwest of this room coming up now. Would you like to look into the hole, check rubble, check skeletons, check for the secret door, or what would you like to do?
I think Phoebes is going to weave throughout the room and go check the secret door.
Go right to it. Scored him. He's out of sight now. What do you do?
God damn it. Scramble after him like I've been doing. Phoebes. What have we said about running off?
The secret door here seems to be ajar, slightly opened already, revealing its presence.
Ooh. I will still check it for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
23.
23. It is a good thing you did because you noticed that the open ajar nature of the door itself was the trap, as there was a wire that would have been pulled if you had finished opening the door. And it would have set off some gas vents that are in the ceiling ahead. If you were to snip it, it would not go off. You can do that with the small scissors and your thieves' tools easily enough.
I will do so.
Cool. Inside, you can see what looks to be a rough-hewn, rocky, cavern-like structure. That this was not made of wrought stone, but instead made simply carved out from the walls itself.
Interesting.
And around the corner, you can see what looks to be a humanoid skeleton that has its hand stuck inside of a chest, inside of which you cannot see, but you can see some strewn about coin and a golden goblet, with its hand stuck inside the treasure chest, the skeleton. Oh my god, I just saw the meme Clear posted. While you're searching that, I'll tell you, these guys died not great deaths. They were probably holed up here, whether they were old adventurers who tried to come in here or potentially invaders who tried to raid Rivior himself. They died to some rubble that had fallen from what looks to be, as you look up, sort of a pockmarked roof, unstable looking. I would highly suggest not setting off explosions in this room. As Phoebes, you get closer, you can see that the chest is ajar, obviously, as this hand is inside of it. But for a moment, you feel like Chester squirms on your head. He's like, I don't like it. It smells like my kind.
Oh, there's
Notice.
another. Did you
Yeah,
move behind
but
me?
it's probably one of those dumb ones. Well, I might eat it. I could get bigger.
Or we might be able to get another one. Excuse me. You must be starving, aren't you?
At this point, one sec. Stop. Stop it.
Stop moving.
Detach. At this point,
We're gonna have a mimic fight.
At this point, you speak out, nothing happens, and Chester, like with the purple, spiky-looking tongue, once again says, "Yeah, look, see, it's one of the dumb ones. Can I eat it now?"
Of course.
We will not be helping you fight them, though. If you wish to eat
Oh
them,
no,
you must
this'll
prove
be
that
easy.
you are better.
I just gotta engulf it. It'll be fine.
Phoebes, we must back up. Let nature steer its course.
Famous last words.
Right.
Bitch, you are not even in this room.
That was a 6 and a 9. Very nice. Okay, one more contested roll. All right. So,
She doesn't need to be.
Phoebes, you guys back up, and you hear basically the equivalent of like a awful growling and groaning and scratching sounds as a basically what amounts to two animals, except one of them can talk, are fighting. And then after a few moments, a chest comes dragging itself around the corner with one of its pseudopods, with also a large growth sort of trailing behind it. And it creates a hole in the growth and ejects out all of the gold and other things. And it will slither back up Phoebes's head. And let me just turn you around real quick. Come on. There we go. If you come back out, see that he is deposited in front of you 45 gold pieces, a gold goblet, and what looks to be a small ruby worth 50 gold. And Chester lets out a mean brass burp that I cannot replicate. And he seems happy with himself, turns back into the bear cloak, which now kind of extends not just to like Phoebes' shoulders, but towards like his abdomen. He's gained some mass. A couple more meals like this, and he'll go from being a tiny sized creature to a small sized creature. And he says, "Yep, tasty. One of the dumb ones. I can already feel its experiences absorbing in my brain. Thanks for holding up on our deal. I'm glad you're feeding me, like we talked about. That chicken was pretty good, though."
So you are similar to a mind flayer. You absorb memories based on what you ingest.
More like the object is taken in the form of. So I think it will.
I'm so sorry, I did not understand a word of that.
He says, mostly just the forms it takes on before, so I can turn into a coat rack now.
How handy.
Let me eat more, and then I'll be able to turn into more stuff for you.
What if you ate a corpse?
I could pretend to be a corpse.
Do you not believe that that could be useful?
I prefer intelligent meat.
I'm gonna act like I didn't hear any of this.
Agamir,
Yeah.
look around.
Yeah.
You guys,
I feel bad for Agamir.
welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, he's like, guys, can we not desecrate the corpses? Look around. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you and I are even in the room.
Girl, we have already walked past.
We have walked away.
We are schmovin'.
I have been paying attention to the skellies.
Does that
And
okay?
maybe
Agame's just like
and maybe to Agumir's butt, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
Girl,
you're
you're
married.
married.
Matters not.
Agame's just
Do-
like toddler carrying fucking Kalira away from the corpses. No, bat.
Sorry,
Not-
didn't mean to say that.
we're all walking information, and Kalira's just looking down.
I didn't mean to make a big blue mark on the map.
That's okay. We can delete it.
Yeah.
Kalira,
So,
Hello.
would you prefer to look at some other corpse rather than the ones in here?
Any corpse will do.
How much of a corpse do you wish to see?
How much of a corpse do you have?
That is a pointed question.
I have some legs.
We all have
So-
some legs, Phoebes.
No, he's literally holding two skeletal legs right now.
What
I-
the fuck?
he's holding two skeletal legs that have obviously magical boots on them.
I forgot to
Um,
buy Advil when I was at the market.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Whatchamacallit, if I can find it again, 1 second. Let me open up that so I can have that later when you identify it.
I'm gonna be identifying as I walk.
Okay. In that case, I think it has been enough time.
It's gotta be 10
Um,
minutes.
Right. So
You could do one of the two items we have.
I like to be able to identify like groups of items as long as you're like in physical contact with them. Now, if it's like a gigantic pile of magic items, yeah, you're gonna have to like only do 2 at a time. But you only have 2 right now, so we'll do that. You get a information. The boots that Phoebes have been traipsing about with the skeletal feet still inside them seem to be a pair of boots of the Winterlands. They are furred boots that would fit quite snugly. They seem to have dwarven design upon them, but they look, because they're magical, they will form to your feet, which would give you resistance to cold damage. You would ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow, and you can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The spear, on the other hand, first of all, it is a +2 spear. Is heavy, like I mentioned before, but it's also known as a, damn it, Ed Greenwood, it is a Dragon Slayer spear.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So not only is it a +2 spear, but if you hit a dragon with it, it would take an extra 3d6 damage.
Oh,
For the purpose of this weapon, quote-unquote dragon refers to any creature with the draconic or dragon monster subtype, including dragon turtles and wyverns.
so
Let's
what I'm
fucking
hearing
go.
is against like a Cobalt or like the Dragonborn, I have the Lizard Slayer 9000, and then I
Basically.
pull out the giant spear of death against anything bigger.
Yeah, basically.
Fucking
So nice. You have a +2 spear, and then Boots of the Winterlands. The +2 spear also doubles as a Dragon Slayer weapon.
Scored being like, damn, those boots would be really nice to wear if we were going anywhere cold. The cold does bother me.
Let's get copyright striked by Disney. Let's do
Agamir
it.
doesn't know why, but he gives it like a. He scrunches his eyebrows. He doesn't know why though.
I said the cold does
Phoebes,
bother me, not does not.
you know that there are 2 entrances into the room ahead according to the map. There's a secret door in the hallway, or the door that you're currently standing in front of. Also, if you're curious, there is the magic teleportation rune on the table that no one has still attempted to use yet.
They're quite happy last time.
I would prefer to not hit more wild
Exactly.
magic. Perhaps
I
it
will
might be best if I
check
get
the
more
door.
wild magic.
So, are we going through the eastern door, or are we going to the north, the south, the southern secret door to get into this room? Okay,
Right here at that door.
sounds good. All right, so, this is a room that is connected to the other room. The room that I'm about to describe is connected to the description of also room 19. However, there is an offshoot area here, but I'm about to describe what's going on here. So, first of all, as the door is obviously unlocked and you open it, Phoebes, you immediately, come on, zoom in. The map is blurry. 1 second.
Just
Okay, there we
zoom in
go.
and then zoom out.
First of all, Phoebes, you notice that there are steel grates right here, and then also your light kind of glints off of this one. And there seems to be some wood behind like the steel portcullis grates with a vertical rectangular slit cut into it. And you recognize this from like as a common defense tactic. Those are called murder holes. Where people would shoot projectile weapons through it and have almost complete cover behind it. Um, However, there doesn't seem to be any sounds coming from up ahead. However, there is a skeleton that is sort of uh, dead, sitting against this partial amphitheater structure. Like there's a double seat riser of stone slabs that have been placed here as a potentially like watch some entertainment that takes place like right here in the hallway. Um, he had a longbow and a quiver of arrows, but has long been dead.
Is
The
there,
room
is there room
adjoining it,
to squeeze
yes,
through here?
you can get around that easy.
Okay.
You can also just
Sure.
step up on top of this and then walk down. There is a
Okay.
set of double doors here that have been
Thank you.
busted down. Before I tell you what's in that room, down this way seems to be what looks to be the beginning of a hallway full of statues. Um, so let's talk about room 19. I'll tell you what's inside of it, and then you can decide if you want to go into room 19 or go down the hallway of statues. This large hall is still impressive. It once must have been grand. Marks in the dust show where tables, long benches, and chairs once stood, but they are all gone. Only the short and smaller ones left. The room's 80-foot high ceiling is lost in a welter of crossbeams and tattered tapestries, many of which hang forlornly around the chamber. This area, um, where'd it go? Um, in the very center of the northwest wall, about 20 feet above the floor, hang 2 spears covered by a large metal shield painted with a russet-colored, flame-breathing, rearing dragon. Um, uh, if anyone would like to roll me a history check and see if you recognize the regalia on the shield. Um, I feel like anyone can make this roll, but the one that most likely knows about it would probably be Agamir or Skordum, having learned some of Cormyrian history.
I will roll that history.
Yeah.
So,
Here we
give it
go.
a
The
try.
pendulum
Uh-oh.
swings,
Hey,
baby.
just warning, my lamp just flickered, so I might lose
Oh
internet
no.
again. Who knows?
Oh
Oh.
no.
Oh no. But I got a 1 DM.
Oh no.
Oh,
What
well.
about Skordum?
The pendulum swings in my favor, as that was a nat 20.
Agony. A soul for a soul.
You
Oh,
have
no.
guided others to a treasure you yourself
I
cannot
cannot-
yet possess.
God damn it.
So a total of 24 here.
Okay. So, Scortum. You know and recognize this heraldic display as the personal
Well, we know that Agamir's
symbol
safe from
of.
having his soul ripped out.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just make sure. You see and recognize the symbol of a Cormyrian noble who died a long time ago, named Salember. Like Salem, Ber. Is how you spell it. He was known as the rebel prince, who was regent during the youth of his nephew Rygard, and in the end refused to relinquish the throne. Salember and the nobles who supported him were finally slain in a bloody civil war. Even more interesting, these seem to be his actual personal arms. He's like two shields. I mean, there's two spears and a shield. How his arms came to be here is a mystery, but you know something very particular about this. People in Cormyr usually are not fans of symbology of red dragons, as it usually is something that people actually call traitors in Cormyr. They'll call you a red dragon. As you know, purple dragons tend to be the mascot of Cormyr. So you could use the shield, and it does seem magical, but you might get some cross looks if you were to be wielding this and wearing it in public. But it does seem to be a magical shield, even from this distance. It's obviously well made, and can be more protected than your average shield.
I'm gonna pick up the shield. Kinda move it in my hands.
So as you kind of reach up to where the spears and the shields are wired to hooks embedded in the wall, they seem to have become very rusty over time. The wires have become more rust than metal. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not
You
level
need to be
6,
in the room
homie.
as well, don't you?
I'm sorry?
Where is the shield? On the wall somewhere. Where is
In
it?
the center of the northwest wall, in front, on
Yeah.
top of the mantle, yes,
Okay.
is 20 feet above the floor, hang two normal crossed
There you go.
spears, covered by the large metal shield.
Why do you move Kalira Thieves?
Wasn't it Clearer that was
No.
doing the shield?
It's scored him.
Oh.
It was
Sorry, my bad.
all good. So roll me a dex save,
That
Swirl.
dex save is gonna be 21.
21. Okay. Where to go? Where's my page? All right. You save, catching the shield, the spears to kind of do clang, on the ground, but you prevented the shield from dealing 1d4 bludgeoning damage to you.
Yikes. Agamir.
Yeah?
Actually, never mind. Kalira, do you still have those pants that I made you?
She's just looking at her with like a weird look. I do, yes.
You will
Why?
not wear them again, will you?
Unlikely.
Rip out the purple and hand it to me, please.
And she does. She pulls them out of her bag, and she starts tearing them up. And she
Once
hands the purple parts to Scortum.
Scortum like just kind of takes it with her mage hand, goes to Agamir and goes, "Assume the position."
No. Agamir just like looks at you, not laughing. No.
The position of me on your shoulder. What position do you believe I am speaking of?
My shoulders have been hurting recently.
Yes,
Just like
Agamir, what position exactly? And she's just grinning at him.
Am I that heavy that I hurt your shoulders? Agamir, I am emaciated.
He's sore from having to hold up the weight of this party's like last
Fuck you.
shreds of morality.
he's morally burnt out. It's been a week, guys, and we killed a dragon,
A
We've
necromancer.
a necromancer, another
We've-
necromancer. We assume we have 2 books. The end of the world is happening at the end
Zombies.
of the week.
Some rats.
Yeah. Agamir just starts carrying Scortum.
As Scortum is being
Yeah.
carried, she is absolutely attaching the purple fabric over the red dragon to where we can be like, it's a purple dragon, fuck off.
I mean, it'll
Kalira's
basically
going
just be
to-
like a covered heater shield. It's
Kalira's going to
you'd have
stare.
to like enamel the shield purple to make that work. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Kalira's going to stare, and she's going to be like, "What are you doing?"
Red dragons are considered traitors in Cormyrian history. I would prefer to only be stared at for my beauty, rather than my magical weapons.
I see. Rather odd,
Um,
but right.
So, are we heading north out of the broken door, or are we going back out into the hallway into the Hall of Statues?
I feel like both of these are bad options.
Both are
Beebs
bad
is starting
options.
to walk towards the broken door to the north.
Well,
All right,
here we go.
so we yeah.
Okay.
You coming, Kalira?
She's
She already
staying
did.
behind.
Aha!
She is
Anyway,
staying behind to see if she can collect any more bones.
I'm staying
So-
behind to watch that glorious rumpus of yours.
Agamir, please stand in front of
quoting.
me.
you
I'm
are
quoting
you are
this.
married. He just tallies up how many times he's been sexually harassed.
I need to file a complaint with HR.
I'm,
guys.
I'm contacting
I
HR.
am HR.
Oh no! On the real though, if I do make you guys uncomfortable, please let me know.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
So,
It's not
um,
starring, staring. I'm fucking stupid.
Eves, as you're about to round the corner, you can hear a slight, like a weird hissing rasp sound, as if like something with like a very small sized like throat just took a raspy breath coming from somewhere northwards around the other corner. But you heard it, definitely.
Can you check whispers and look at that?
Sure. So you turn to the left, and you're looking down the hallway, and with your passive investigation, you can see both the floor and the ceiling in this 10 by 10 foot area is just a centimeter sticking out from the floor and from the ceiling. And you can surmise that it seems to be one of those crushing traps that if you were to step upon them by compressing the stone beneath your feet, you would initiate a crushing trap that might hurt you guys.
Like a trash compactor.
Yeah, but vertical instead of horizontal. It'll smash you up against the ceiling.
Oh, that one. Okay. I will tell everyone that that's kind of a no-no.
Yeah, let me go ahead and add the trap squares there.
Yes. I didn't notice that as I came around the corner.
Come on. One sec.
Let me move me out of the way. Might be that easier.
Duplicate. 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 Can you move again? I wasn't done. Thank you. Now I have to select them all and locked. Okay, you're good now. Cool. So, you can tell that there is a 10 by 10 foot area of crushing floor to ceiling trap there.
I will pass this information back down the line.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like we move around.
Your options are to go north or to go back the way you came or figure some way around the traps.
I mean, we could jump it.
We could also just go around like this.
Yeah. I assume there'd be traps up there as well. If there's traps on the bottom part, I'm assuming there's gonna be traps on the top part, kind of thing.
Just because most bottoms are trapped does not mean that a top is a trap as well.
Oh my god.
Oh my head.
You okay?
I'm fighting it, Mr. Krabs.
We're about to get to some things in a second.
No worries. It's the dungeon synth has been skipping for me, and so it's like I feel like I'm listening to 250 miles.
I'm gonna ask you to play something more interesting in just a minute.
Okay. But
anyways,
what did you send me?
One guys. Phoebes, you can see up ahead there looks to be a singular creature that is like just sort of curled up in a fetal position right underneath the chandelier up ahead in room 67 at the very edge of your lamplight.
Is it moving?
You do see its tail split a bit. It's a small sized creature, vaguely reptilian looking.
Get the blicky out, get beer.
Which
Boy,
one?
how
Which
could
level?
you?
What danger level? Are we at the Lizard Slayer 9,000 or 10,000? What are we looking at?
9.5. One of our viewers has sent us a video about how she feels that this next part of the campaign will be going.
I'll watch it later. I'm
No
setting
worries.
up things right now. Sorry.
You will understand.
This is fucking Bunny. I can tell. I can tell. I'm looking at this. I fucking see the Oblivion. I see you. I see you, Bunny.
It's why I had to mute.
Anyways, you guys make progress. Do you want to go like call out to the person who's laying underneath the chandelier? What do you do?
I could send my snake, and we could see if they are still alive, or simply pretending.
That's what it's with me.
It looks like a little kobold.
I'd like to just throw my snake at the chandelier.
I thought you were saying I like to throw my snake at the kobold. It's like,
Ooh.
Both.
Show me where you want to stand when you do that.
I have a feeling we're about to get hit with that.
Like, right about here.
Taste this chuckle nut as a fireball is thrown at us.
I'm
There
gonna
is
need
such
a.
between
I'm gonna
how
need a.
handles her her familiar versus how Kalira handles her familiar.
Listen, I just
Jesus.
want to
I
throw
need-
it at the bare minimum of 20 feet. They'll walk. They'll walk the rest of the 30.
I need a strength check of 15 to throw it 50 feet.
Oh my god! 16. I got a 17 minus 1. Scored him
Boy.
says, "Yeah, yeet. Go get the Windex."
Gotcha. Okay, let's bring this over here.
Windex.
It's a nickname, because you know they're made out of glass.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's see. Let me bring this over here. Let me open up one more tab. And throw.
Oh.
Well, let me not talk while I'm opening up tabs. Like I said, let me not open up tabs while I'm talking. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So you throw your snake just enough to where it like kind of catches it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a snake like flop over something before. It's usually very comical, but it like flops over like the edge of the wrought iron chandelier and like coils the rest of its tail for stability, and it looks down on the scene, and you peer through its senses, Scortum.
Yeah.
Okay, suddenly blind and deaf for just a moment as you peer through the snake's senses. You see that the creature on the ground is different than the other kobolds you met earlier. This one is covered in green scales, like the ones that come from the surface that you met in the Killing Keep on the false haunted halls. And I believe this is before we started streaming. You let me grab this one here. I'm going to get rid of its name real quick. Hee. Bam. It has, yes, it has green scales, but it also has like an unhealthy pallor to it. It looks very, like its cheeks are sunken, its arms are scrawnier than normal. Several of its like bony protrusions from its face, like the little tiny horns and stuff, seem to be less of like a healthy, like clean to white keratinous color, and more like a sickly yellow green. And as its tail flickers here and there, the snake would hear a quiet groaning coming from it as it's curled up in a fetal position with its back to you guys.
Oh my god, it is still alive. Her snake is gonna kind of like gently poke it, like a little poke. Like, you good? You alive, bro?
Sure. Make your snake give me a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Got
Oh
it.
god, your snake just fucking explodes.
Better my snake than me. That is a 14.
Your snake is able to slither out of the way as the little kobold, not moving its hands, not trying to grab it, it opens its mouth and tries to snap at it,
Oh.
and then seems confused when nothing was in it. Nothing was caught in its mouth.
The snake kind of hisses back as
The
Squirtum's.
snake smells a rancid breath.
Like deathly rancid.
Motherfucker got gingivitis.
Oh my god. They
You
don't
can
even
give me a
have red
religion
hair.
check to determine that.
Yeah. That is gonna be a 17.
It is indeed undead.
Squirtum simply kind of puts her hand out, like her eyes kind of flutter open. She puts a hand out and she goes, "It is no longer with us."
It's
Shall
starting
I?
to rise and stand up underneath the chandelier.
Shall I remove it?
If I had a nickel for every undead we'd fought, or necromancer we fought, I'd have a
We're
few
going to be
nickels.
we're going to be fighting more.
I know. There's just like the sad defeated I know.
The other one here to come through.
Would
As
you
he is the
like me?
fighter.
Just do
I
it.
can I have that thing make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
A dexterity saving throw.
Yep. It's
Okay.
pinned, so
Uh, how is it pinned?
it's underneath the chandelier, right?
Well, I mean, no, like the chandelier is still hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, I thought you said that it was held under the chandelier. Never mind. Yeah, just regular dex save.
Gotcha. Dex save. Okay.
That was me misunderstanding.
I get a -2. That is a 9.
All right, cool. It's about to take 2d8 of fucking radiance. Praise the sun, bitch. Radiance. I'm casting Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Okay, sure. Roll damage for me.
Yikes! 15.
As you burn it in holy fire, it starts to let out a low growl, but is not dead. Its bloodshot orange eyes now looking directly down the hallway as it takes a few steps forward,
Well,
groaning, one hand sort of in a claw like shape as it like reaches forward with every step, the other one like hanging limply by its side as it shuffles, kind of dragging its foot. The zombies, how they do.
Yeah, they do be doing zombies. Are we rolling initiative, DM?
It's a single kobold. I don't think you need to.
No, don't say it like that. No, I know you.
Squirtum kind of mutters. That Sacred Flame should have done a lot more. Heavenly Touch should have done a lot more than
Phoebes,
what it did.
you can attack it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
My. I'm going to do my 2 daggers.
Hi, Mia,
Two
welcome
daggers. Okay, so stab. You go forward to attack it. Go ahead and roll me your 2 weapon attacks for me.
Okay, going with the plus on first. That is a 24. The other one is 12.
Both of those hit. It only is wearing scraps of hide armor against armor class. Very
So the first hit does 9 points of damage. Oh,
1 second. You said 9.
sorry, and then
Okay.
it'll be.
I need to. Well, it goes down once you take it to 19 damage done to it. However, I need to make a check real quick. Constitution saving throw. What was the damage you just dealt? Like how total damage?
I hadn't finished.
No, for the first dagger attack.
All right, so I was going to add the sneak attack to that
Why do you have sneak attack?
because I have Chester.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that. Go ahead and tell me the full damage you rolled on the first dagger attack.
His first dagger attack was the actual dagger itself was. What did I say? I can't remember now. 6. Was it 9?
He did 9 damage to it plus sneak attack damage.
3.
That's 19. So
Yeah.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I need to roll a natural 20 to make this save.
There's the chance.
I did not. As you stab it with your first strike, the kobold seems to go lifeless, inert, and falls to the ground, dead.
Thieves would turn around and look at everybody else like, what's everybody else doing, kind of thing.
Scortum just has a.
reaching.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Scortum just has a blue flame in her hands. Like, I'm gonna fucking die with this thing.
Lyra just has
There
her
are
arms
several-
crossed, just watching it.
There are several paths ahead of you in this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. In this this 30 by 20 foot room with a large slab of blue slate making up the central area of the floor underneath the chandelier, with a desiccated stuffed stag's head on the left wall. This area has 5 different offshoots from it. So first, you have this hallway right here. You have this hallway right here. This door here. This hallway here, which leads to 2 different doors. And then, of course, back you came. Phoebes, you think you can hear a voice coming from this diagonal hallway.
Well, that's where we said we
Somewhere
were going.
farther within. Say again?
That's where we said we were going, right?
Yes, if you'll stop right there for me. You guys are following, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it just takes a minute because he's fucking zooming.
Yeah.
Um, Lyra, where about you? Where are you at?
I am still relatively here. I stopped to look at the kobold. Just briefly glance at it, but then I see that everybody else is just kind of getting further and further away, and she just kind of stares and just goes.
You can make a
go
check
ahead.
as an action. It's only 6 seconds if you'd like to inspect it in some way and then quickly catch up with them.
Oh, then sure, I can do that.
What do you want to do? Investigation, perception, medicine, religion? What are you trying to infer about this creature? What is it about the corpse that intrigues you so?
Just the way that it looks, like the decaying process, I guess.
Medicine check then.
Medicine check. All right. Okay, I rolled a 4 plus 3. That'll be a 7.
The DC to beat was 5. Actually, this is a very easy check to make, but with only a small chance of failure. Kalira, it seems like it's been recently dead. It still has much of its flesh on it, just desiccated from whatever necromantic energies that brought it to life. However, more disturbingly, what you thought was like a gem, see, what you thought was a bone or like plate of horn sticking out from the middle of its head was actually a a small piece of onyx embedded into its forehead itself that is glowing with necromantic energy. In fact, Kalira, this whole dungeon has always sort of like ringed of necromantic energy to you, no matter really
Mm-hmm.
where you're at in the dungeon. But as you're getting closer to your party after inspecting this thing, it's starting to get stronger. And before we continue, let's do a bio break. Um, quick little bathroom break because I gotta go.
All
And
right.
then when we return, um, I will tell you just how shit hits the fan.
About 30
Oh
guys pull
boy,
out guns.
Oh Lord.
here
Uh,
we go.
so, also, when if you have time, if you could find some like cool epic battle music for us, Scorum,
Bitch, you know how
that'd be
much battle
great.
music I got?
Exactly. So we'll be back. Let's call it like 5-10 minutes or so. Um, and yeah, BRB guys.
Alrighty, we'll be right back, everybody. Let's do this. We're
Which
back,
is something that'll
everyone.
wake you up, by the way.
Me?
Yes, something that'll keep you awake for the next hour.
I have caffeine.
Okay.
Got caffeine and cold water. And if push comes to shove, I have a mister in my face.
Yeah, but what?
Like a water mister?
Oh,
Oh.
a mister. Why did I think that
Yeah.
you said a blister?
No, I heard Mister, but I thought you were talking about like a man is in front of your face. Like, who the
Why
fuck
would
is in your
I have
house?
a man?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's
I was just
something
asking.
Kalira would do.
That's why I was asking.
What do you mean would do? It's what you are doing.
That's funny. So, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. All right, Phoebes. As you step forward onto the first tiles of the diagonal floor, you notice something with your feet. Passive investigation notices this, but like also upon standing on it, you notice it as you do so. First of all, the flagstones here seem rickety. Like they're not seated properly like the rest of the floors of the dungeon has been so far. More than that, you see a figure further down who is starting to come around this corner here. I will send their picture in visual aid, but I'll also have a token appear right there. Bam. You see a figure cloaked in a scarlet and black robe with blood-stained skulls and little claw appendages attached to the edges of their cloak. They are holding a very nasty-looking ritualistic dagger with a saw sort of cutting edge on the back end of it. Their hood is brought low over their face, but you can see they seem vaguely human, although more gray looking, possibly dead, maybe something that just has grayish skin with white hair that flows down between their flows down on either side of their neck, with skulls that line down the center of their chest. You hear the voice say, right, one sec. I have to go to another tab right here in information. Phoebes, by the way, can you turn your sensitivity down a little bit? I can hear myself coming through here and there. Just a little bit. I was watching to see where it's coming from, and I believe it's from you, Phoebes. Only when I really speak up, though, but it happens.
How's that?
I don't hear anything now. Everything should be good. The figure that's coming around the corner says, where did my notes go? There it is. Okay, sorry. Says, you killed my superior, Dartak. We were going to rule Eversalt together, and you have ruined our plans for the last time. Will you let me dissect you all, or am I going to have to work for it?
Kinky.
Agamir.
I like how
Agamir, the
Fee's
man's
reaction
trying
just
to
get him.
the man is trying to touch us. The bad man's trying to touch us in places we don't want to be touched.
Agamir's on the edge. You're pushing him closer.
Kill him, Agamir.
so-
Kill.
While you guys are taking this guy very unseriously, he's going to take his dagger, turn it sideways, and stab the wall to the side.
What did that wall ever do to you?
Strangely enough, the dagger cuts through the stone like butter, and you can see what looks to be red veiny looking magic starting to spread out from the hole in which it was stabbed into the wall, and is beginning to spiral around the hallway towards where you guys are standing. Phoebes, feel free to back up a bit, as it is coming towards your direction.
Oh, what the fuck?
But um,
Do not hide behind
it
me!
happens. It happens. It's very fast. We're about to roll initiative in just a second, but it happens very fast. The veins stop spiraling around here and instead spiderweb out in several directions, going down this hallway, underneath this door, down this hallway back where you came, down the other hallway right here, through this underneath this door here. And you guys hear the sounds of grating stone.
Ah!
As the flagstones themselves start to come tilting up, in more and more of those red kobolds begin to show themselves.
Oh my
Beneath
god!
the floors itself.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Kalira's gonna look at him and be like, oh, it's a family.
Kalira!
Something to note, about how many kobolds there are matches the numbers that were on the surface.
Fuck, they killed all the kobolds. Oh no.
Everybody roll initiative!
Oh god! How are we gonna Hey Agatha, you got the kobold slayer bats
I got
ready.
the bats. All right, there might be more than 9,000 guys. Oh my fucking! It happened! Agavir did it!
You got
He got a 20 on an initiative! I have a 19 DM. It's my overall.
What you got nat 20 on the initiative or what?
I got a nat 20 on the initiative, but the overall's 19 because I have a -1 to initiative.
Damn, that sucks.
It does. But I still get the roll, right? Whenever you get the nat 20, even though it's not a 20 on the
Did you get a nat
side.
20 or did you get a 19?
No, it was a natural 20, but I have a -1 modifier because I have a minus dex.
If you rolled a natural 20, that trumps that.
Okay. Oh my god, just the number 70? Excuse me? There's 70 of these
God.
bastards?
There's 70 of these things. Don't say a family gathering neat, please.
It's a family reunion. What do you
Hey,
want?
it's time for that alchemist fire you got, Phoebes.
Honestly, yeah, now would be the time.
I rolled a 18. Well, I rolled a 15 plus initiative 18.
I got a 17 plus 2, so I got a 19.
This is what the DM meant by you're getting jumped. I'm just throwing 80 kobolds at you guys, good luck. That's what she meant. This is what she meant the entire time. She's tired of us speedrunning, guys.
She said you can't speedrun if there's 27.
We're gonna come out, if we somehow survive this, we're gonna come out like, hey,
with so
the
much
top is cleared,
XP.
guys. Guys, the top is cleared.
I do want to make sure we are level 5, right? Not level 6?
Yes.
Okay.
So... Anyways.
You're good. I'm just numbering the rest of these. 1 sec.
Oh, good. Clear, did you change your initiative to 18? Because you still have a 15 on the...
Hang on. I
Well, these
forget
things
that
have
you
a...
could pick here. Hang
I
on.
just realized these guys have like 19 HP each, and there's about 70 of them, guys. I don't want to...
So, we go with big spells.
God, I'm a paladin. I punch one of them. I attack one of them.
Well,
Also remember the extra roll that we're using, cleave through creatures.
I don't think I can do more than
That's only for martials though.
Martial caster, yes. Huh. That's a really dumb idea. I might want to do that.
Is this freaking Metroid Zero Mission music?
no,
I
Darkest
love
Dungeon.
it.
Interesting.
Should we read the
All
try
right.
music?
I'm still fixing these up a little bit. Can everyone tell me what their initiatives are?
Natural 20.
19. $19
18.
Fortnite card. Who wants it?
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Valera, what about you?
18.
And Phoebes, what about you?
I got 10.
Oh no.
I feel like the rules were reversed. How did you get a 10 and I got an at what?
I only rolled 5, so 5 plus 5 is
That's
10.
fair. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just used to Feeble always getting like above a 20. That's what I'm just used to every time.
Just a few more left. It just took a minute to get all these done.
Don't worry,
'Cause I was
there's just a few-
numbering them while you guys were talking, but I still have more to do.
Oh good. I have a really dumb idea.
What's the dumb idea?
I'm DMing. I might need scored himself
I'm
with
gonna
this
need a
dumb
second
idea.
before I can look at that. Okay, don't.
Yeah.
If you're sending it to me, I need a minute.
I'll take a peep.
Skordum and Agamir are
I have a higher
first,
dex.
although Agamir's technically
I have
right, but he has got
Yeah,
He's
he's
got
got the nat
that.
20.
on.
So I have a rules question on this nat 20,
Mhm.
which will change plans depending. Are they allowed to take like reactions on it, or is it like surprise rounds kind of thing?
Well, you're not surprised as you saw them all kind of appear around you.
Yeah.
Surprise really only comes into play when like there's
Yeah.
several conditions that cause it like you didn't see.
I'm
any
not
of these
asking for like
things?
the surprise mechanic. I'm more like, can they take reactions? Is my question.
Yes.
Damn it. All right, that's plan A of just fuck it. We run directly at the enemy boss. Just. Though, I guess I can just try to start cleaving a bit. Hopefully they don't have that much HP. Smile into the camera.
There's
We'll
only
be right
6.
back.
I have a.
Finally.
I might as.
This guy right.
Bubble number 16's popping off. What the hell?
Are
Just
you
that
rolling
one-
all of this stuff individually?
I'm gonna make them move in groups, but don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm a little concerned.
For what? What are you concerned about?
There's 70 kobolds.
Yes.
And if they all have pack
That's
tactics,
a
like
plus 4. 17. Plus 18, 19, 20, 21.
he's at 21, so he will go first in initiative, actually. So
Well,
that
you
changes things.
Agamir.
Yeah. Well, then Agamir is just gonna go for the offense, a big swing, and by big swing I mean he's gonna
Big
cast a new spell
swing.
he learned.
Ooh,
On him.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt. This probably definitely won't work. A hold person DM on him. Wait, does hold person not work on undead? If it doesn't, I would have changed things.
Humanoid.
He's humanoid. Wait, let me change. Let me change. I did not realize it was humanoid.
No, he is not a humanoid.
Yeah. That's. I realized looking around at the entire dead corpses. I thought it was creature. Because there's another one that's creature.
I mean, undead can be creatures. These things are undead.
Yeah.
But also still can work with your sword that does +4 to reptiles. But he is not a reptile, but he's also not a humanoid either.
I have a really stupid idea. Even stupider.
Some detail that's not drawn on the art, by the way, is his entire body. Any skin you see that is exposed, face, hands, neck, it's in this strange whirling tattoo marks all over him, almost as if he is like, how to put it? Like there's like large fingerprint all over his body.
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh my god, he has
As if he
AI.
was grabbed.
He is
by
AI
something
art.
long.
Get him, guys.
No, he's got anti-AI, anti-tracking makeup on.
Yeah. I mean, I might as well try to cut down some numbers, I guess, in the free round we have before we get jumped.
Totally didn't steal that from Elvin, right? But anyway,
No,
who
totally
was
don't.
talking about
It's not like I know
Anyway.
exactly what you're talking about. So
Anyway,
just
I
5
promise
feet.
he's not a servant of the frenzy flame. It's all good.
You sure? You wouldn't be lying to me, right?
No,
I
he's
just
not.
did.
No, he's not.
Yeah. I just take 5 feet forward, and I'm gonna pull out the Lizard Slayer 9000 DM.
Start smacking.
Yeah, and start
Okay.
smacking. I got 2 attacks.
Remember
There's
that
normal.
cleave through creatures has to be any creatures within your attack range. So
Well,
if you're
this is
standing
the only-
there
there's-
instead of standing there,
Oh, I
you're
can
only
stand
able to
here?
attack the one creature. Yes, you can.
Oh, then I'm just gonna say, yeah, he's gonna do the other. So that would theoretically get 2, right?
Yes.
Alright,
If
let
you were to
me.
kill it in one strike.
Which I don't think I will. I don't think I will.
Agamir, since you've rolled, you have been rolled very well. You're going to be able to take your turn and then take your turn again.
Well, the Necromancer goes first, and then the Kobold
No,
16.
you rolled natural 20. You
Yeah.
go first. Oh, that's right. I get your saying.
Yeah,
Yes, you go first and then the Necromancer, and then
Yeah.
after Squirtum is you again. I got
Yeah.
you. Yes, that was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
roll. Go ahead. So go for it, Agamir.
The first attack is a. Sorry, I haven't played Agamir in like forever. 17.
17?
Yeah. Does 17 not hit? Oh God.
Can you not hear me? They do hit.
Oh, I didn't hear you. No. Sorry. Yep. I'm not gonna put a smite into it. Not yet, at least. That's an 8 on the damage die, at least, on the watermelon dice, so 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
14 points of bludgeoning damage? Damn. Okay.
13.
One sec while I check a class feature.
Check a class feature. They're like, yeah, no, these guys, they explode when they die. Just
No, somebody was asking me a question in DMs. So, you hit for 8 damage on the first guy, right? 8?
13.
13 bludgeoning damage. Okay, gotcha.
8 plus 5.
So the little kobold zombie, you smack the ever-loving shit out of it. However, it does not go down, and it seems to be continuing to crawl out of the flags underneath from the flagstone hole that it is coming out of. All
Oh.
the flagstones in this hallway has like been turned upwards to allow them to get out of it.
Wait. That should be more damage. I apologize. I forgot I'm using the Lizard Slayer 9000. Trademark.
That's fine. So it's +4.
So, it's plus 4 to hit, right?
Total- +4 to
Or-
hit, +4 to damage. That's how plus.
Oh, then
weapons
it's
work.
actually. I apologize. Then it's actually 17 points of damage.
So I need to beat 7. No, I don't. Never mind. It's not dead yet. Psych.
Aw. Alright. Just kidding. Second attack, I guess.
Agamir, now that you're standing closer, you see something even more concerning. The kobold that's coming out of the flagstone hole in the ground in front of you is standing on the shoulders of another kobold.
God damn
you
it!
suspect-
Oh no!
You suspect that there's more.
Okay, so we
They're
really
playing
do just have.
chicken.
They're playing chick. So we really do just have to get. It's we have to get to them. How far can you throw a spear?
Look at the range.
I'm looking. I don't think I can. I think he's just out of range. No, it's 60 feet. But I don't think
You
he's
would need to
dragging
figure
them.
out a way to throw it from a higher vantage point, like jump midair, which would waste your movement to throw it. Otherwise, you have several creatures in your line of sight that would block that attack.
So that'd be like they're kobolds. They're not that tall.
They're small size, but they will still jump in the way of their master.
Yeah, I can't even. He's too far away for me to Misty Step to him.
So, is that the end of your
Uh,
turn?
I'm gonna use another attack to cleave through. I have another attack. I'm pretty sure that hits. Damn. Would you like to know the total for brevity's sake? It's like 19 plus 4 plus 8.
A hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be a 9 armor class.
I physically cannot miss with the plus 4. A nat 1 would technically hit if we weren't doing the nat 1 always misses thing. That's 7 plus 4, 11 plus 16 more points of bludgeoning.
Six more damage on the same guy.
No, 4 plus 5, 9 plus 7, 16.
16. Okay. So I need to be a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 with a plus 3. I need to roll an 18 or better. That's a natural 1. It is dead.
And then cleave the rest over to
as
another
you-
one, I guess.
Yes. Let me do that real quick. 1 sec. 16 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me another attack to see if you hit the other one. You're striking through. You've basically completely like rumpled this guy with your scabbard, with your with your lizard slayer sword. Slice through him, and the tip of your sword will cut up the other guy standing right behind him.
So that's a waste of a natural 20.
That's a rip.
Agony.
So that does hit. However, because I believe based on the math, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. I believe that is only going to do 10 damage, and then roll me another weapon damage die.
Wait, do I roll another for cleave? I thought I just did the...
Well, you critted.
Oh. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you. That's, it's better than a 1.
Would you roll?
I rolled a 2 on the damage, so it's in total...
Okay. 12.
11.
Mastery. So, alright. Now it is my turn. Why the fuck? Schema weird bottle still on the map. That's fucking weird. Crash that. Get out of here. Okay. So, Agamir, from behind the gaggle of undead kobolds that are beginning to crawl out of the floors, you can see in the distance that the necromancer, with his dagger hooked, stabbed into the wall, wrenches the blade into the crack that he's already formed, and you can see several of the veins beginning to glow in that same spiral, organic growth that has begun to web the walls, ceiling, and floor of the hallway in a spiral fashion. Where'd he go? What is the thing on that? You can see that this area is beginning to... That needs to be 40 because it's 20-foot radius. You can see that the room that you were all standing in that was covered in this awful, veiny-looking organic webwork is starting to glow and pulse with necrotic energy. you feel like on his next turn, something is going to happen. And it's going to hurt. Let me move that down just a little tad bit. Okay, there we go. We're gonna
Wheeler, I did message
lock
you
that
something.
in. You just have to tell me next time because I'm not on Discord.
I know. So I'm letting you know now that I've messaged you something. That is the most frightening phrase to ever be given.
So with that, however, Agamir, I need you to do me a favor, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm decent at those, I think. Yeah, I am. Because how did I get wisdom saving
Before
throw
you roll,
proficiency?
DC 18.
Oh, that's a really hard DC to beat. No. 15 plus 4? So 19 by the skin of my fucking
By the
teeth.
skin of your fucking teeth.
Very good. In his free hand, I have burned a legendary action to do this.
This motherfucker got legendary actions.
He seems to cast some magic that sort of trails your way, and you guys for a moment started to see what looked to be a crown manifest around Agamir's head, but he shook it off and the illusion dissipated. But Agamir, you almost felt the slightest tinge of an urge to turn and fight your friends. For just a moment until you shook it off.
Agamir's gonna kill him. Alright, alright, Agamir's pulling out the violence weapon.
He's no longer gonna strike with the side of his sword?
Nope, he's gonna fucking unsheath that bitch.
You unsheath your sword, so now you're like dual wielding two swords?
Oh, no, well, no, because actually I don't have a shield, yeah. That'd be cool, but like...
Because to put away a sword is
Yeah.
You've already unsheathed it to
Yeah, I've already like unsheathed it, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, I'm just gonna stab him with this one. You know, that's good enough, you know?
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm not gonna go for a non-lethal.
Yeah. To like people that aren't lizards.
Yeah.
Anywho's it. I believe that
number
is
16.
That's my action, bonus action, and I cannot move because I'm busy concentrating on the
Wait.
special effect I have.
I raised my hand up, I'm curious. Did he use a legendary action on his turn?
Yes, he is whatchamacallit. He's not necessarily like a legendary monster. This is like a custom stat block I've made to create. I've learned from a book called Drazit's Guide to Combat about making boss encounters. So this isn't exactly to 5e rules, but it's still inspired by 5e rules.
Alright, now hear me out. We throw 90 kobolds at him. It's better than the 80 from before. How many kobolds are there?
So now so here's the thing. There's a lot of numbers on the board, and I could not be fucking bothered by a lot of it. So I'm just I'm gonna start at first. We're gonna keep track of who's going and doing what, but eventually we will get a little confusing. And as numbers start to swell, I'll begin using mass combat rules once we break a certain number of kobolds on the map.
I have a question.
Anyway,
can we just move like the dead body tokens off the map so we don't get...
No, those are to denote for difficult terrain. If you start piling corpses in the hallways, they become difficult terrain. That's what those are there for. So that way it becomes even harder to reach him. I have this all thunked out. Anyways, we are probably not going to finish this because we had to start late. We're probably not going to finish this combat this session, but we'll get as far as we can. Just a fair warning. Sorry about that for those of you who had planned things with. We can't do anything about the acts of God and the internet today. That's unfortunate. So, Uh, Kalira, you see a little kobold is coming forward with a claw, and it's going to try and strike you, but I have to make a wisdom save. Kalira, depending on if I fail this save, you'll get to describe something interesting.
Okay.
So what is your spell save DC, or does that ability have its own DC to beat?
What? Good question. That is a very good question. Let's see if I can fucking find
Against
it.
your spell save DC. So I need go to your spells section and tell me what your spell save DC is.
It is 16.
Okay, 9 minus 2. Kalira, this thing raises a clawed hand ready to strike you, and it seems lost, as if it is confused on what it was just doing. And then instead, it takes another step forward, still in your threat range, so no opportunity attacks, and is instead going to make the slash at Phoebes. Kalira, can you please describe what just happened with your first level ability?
My first level ability.
The one that we were just talking about?
Oh, yes. So, I'm trying to actually find it on my sheet so that I can give like the actual description,
Phoebes.
but I don't think it's there.
Does a 15 hit?
Phoebes? No.
It does not? Say again, Phoebes, does it hit?
No, it does not.
Is he
believe.
saying something? I couldn't hear sorry.
It cuts off quite a bit.
Found it.
Let me turn my volume up.
That's a no. I had to turn everything down. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I had to turn my microphone up. Apparently, my volume up. Apparently, my slider had moved against my shirt. Okay, I can hear you guys much clearer now. So it seems to go for Kalira and then seem confused as to why it was doing that, and then instead changes its target to Phoebes and misses. Kalira, can you please describe like what they
Yes.
might think of that? Is there any like visual effect, or is it more of like an invisible mental thing? Like, how's that work?
So I kind of have it to where she's just kind of like, she stands still pretty much, and she just kind of stares them down, until they walk off. But she seems pretty relaxed, almost as if she's not really bothered by it. And the feature is called Among the Dead. Undead have difficulty harming you. If an undead targets you directly with an attack or a harmful spell, that creature must make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. An undead needn't make the save when it includes you in an area of effect, such as an explosion of fireball, but on a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or forfeit targeting someone instead of you, potentially wasting the attack or the spell.
So, with that, Scortum, it is your turn.
Okay.
Scortum, with your magical senses, you feel like the way that this room has been entirely like webbed with this veiny stuff.
No. Don't do this to me, please.
Your magical senses are telling you that because it's coming from 360 degrees, you might need to leave the area in order to avoid the damage. Not just it doesn't seem like something that is counterspellable or able to be dodged.
This is like a get the fuck out kind of thing. Well, Scortup is gonna say through Rary's telepathic bond of, we need to get out of this area. It is too dangerous in here. And for my attack, we saying fuck it, we ball, y'all?
I mean, at this point,
I think we
don't
have
really
to.
have much of a choice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I think we got to
Fuck
at this
it.
point.
Weeball, I'm dropping a moonbeam directly on this man.
Cool, counterspell. Let's do it.
Oh,
I'm
God,
not sure.
oh, wait,
Counterspell.
wait, you counterspelled. I can do it. I can do it now.
Or hold it before you just waste a spell slot.
What spell slot are you casting this at?
Second. It'll
Second.
automatically do
Okay.
that. Wheeler, I have some very wily magic right now. That is
Yeah, I know.
just trying to figure out what's going on.
So here's a question for you. I can't remember. Does the spell have no effect, or is it reflected on you?
Counterspell just stops the spell. Just fizzles out.
Yeah, stops the spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just counters the spell.
He waves his hand, and you see a red sort of shield appear above his head, and it kind of like just negates the beginnings of what looks to be a beam above his head. But since you did cast the spell, I believe now is the time to make that check.
You
Or,
got it.
as the rest of your class description states, if you feel like this is a moment.
She's feeling a little tense. That's a lot of magic in this area. My hair's on end. I don't like this. I am like a poofy cat right now. It is, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me.
So,
Sort of feels that
we're
counterspell.
going
She looks
to-
at this. She looks at this
Are you
man who
going
counterspells.
to-
Oh, we're just going for it. We're just gonna let it go.
Okay. All right. Roll your D10,000.
Yeah, she feels him counterspell. She looks and goes, "You fucking dumbass." Alrighty. Let's.
Now remember our other rules too. You can either reverse the result, or you can
Add or subtract
Uh,
50 from it.
yes. Or you can burn a sorcery point. No, you don't have. You're not a sorcerer.
I don't have sorcery
You're a
points.
bard now.
I'm a bard. Oh dear. Okay. It is 9312.
Okay, what does that do?
I'm gonna message it
Would
to
you
you.
like to DM it?
I
Sure,
would
sure,
love
that's fine.
to message it to you.
Fireball at 9th level. Let's go.
I want you to tell me if I need to re-roll this or not, please.
Sure.
It is DM'd.
If you if
It
you
is in
want to use
whispers.
it, go for it. That's
I
fine with me.
feel like that might be a good thing, because this seems like it could be an area of effect.
Okay, sure.
I will let the
Um,
I'm gonna let the party though decide. Party. Do we go for it? Or do we?
We're in a fucking wee ball state. I don't think you understand how stupid Agamir's plan is gonna be. It's gonna be great. It can never backfire.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it.
All right, I guess.
We'll do it. It just goes, we'll do that one. Yeah, Squirtum kind of pauses. She goes, "You dumbass. You've doomed us all." Oh, well. Sounds like you. Sounds like a you problem. Squirtum is going to also, now at this exact moment, fucking, I'm right here, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I would like to have my snake hold this door shut, and I want to barricade this door to where people don't come out. I am fucking out of that area.
I'm sure he is anywhere long enough to barricade the door.
Well, it's more like hold it shut instead of just. I guess the important question is, are they a push or pull door?
They're both push doors. Excuse me, they're both pull doors. My bad.
Oh, sweet. So I can just lean against them.
Right, one of them though. Or
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
lean
either lean on
against.
the double door or lean on the single door.
They both have 12. We'll lean on the. We'll lean on the single door and we'll tie the snake around the double door as an object interact. Like shoving a broomstick handle through a door.
That's not gonna barricade it.
Might take a little bit longer. I don't know. I'm a little confused, y'all.
It honestly might just do HP damage to your snake if you're not careful. So you won't have a familiar anymore.
Then we'll just hold on for it right now.
So you're leaning up against the single door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hoping that they
Okay.
don't burst through that double door.
All right. So with the spell, he counterspelled your moonbeam, but you wild surged, and you guys see, weirdly enough, right before Scordum runs off down a hallway, the veins of magic that were pulsing all around you in this room seem to retract as like whatever magical, sorry for lack of a better term, juices that were starting to swell up in these veins instead are flung down the hallway, traveling along the oops, I didn't mean to do that, traveling along the path of the hallway. Come on, unlock. Thank you. And you can see actually now that they are all glow around him and some of the kobolds. Now, that was a very good result. You want to tell them what you rolled?
9,312. Next area of effect magic used nearby centers on its caster.
Oh,
Let's
the
be honest.
next one.
The
Gotcha,
next
because it's gonna
area
happen
of
next
effect.
turn. That means this. That makes sense still for me.
It makes.
Okay,
I
cool.
would
So
say
here's what
like
happens.
it just doesn't seem like Agaberry is going to use one.
I'm going to now. Is that the end of your turn? First of all,
Yes.
okay. I'm now going to use my other legendary action, and he's going to ignite. Now here is a funny little thing. As cool as that was, one thing that I know that you guys don't know is that while the kobold zombies are only immune to one type of damage, it is most certainly not necrotic. So now you guys are going to get to hear how much this will have done. Scorda may have just saved your lives, but here's the thing. This isn't a once per day thing, so you'll see in a minute. But I need to roll
God.
5d12.
Oh God.
These kobolds might not even die from that. Keep that in mind. These kobolds could probably tank this and just look at us and like, we're hungry. We need more.
12,
This more.
13,
Give me chicken tendies.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's grab. Let's get a lasso grab. Okay, if you guys could do me a favor, besides the necromancer, I need you to go to the token counter for me and subtract 18 damage from them. I rolled very low. However, you see, despite the surprised look on the necromancer's face that you have reversed the magic back on him, you see him smile as he takes 0 damage. I am immune to necrotic damage.
That's good for you, bud.
Good for you.
All of your kobolds, though, now are swingable.
They're just like crumbled up, like, ow, my every boss. How can you
But
do
as you
this?
see all the veins in the hallway that was in that area of effect. Oh, my bad. I forgot to leave the circle there for you guys.
Oh, is the
you guys
area
know
still
that, I'll get
around
rid of
him?
It's not a once per day.
well,
It
yes,
seems like he can do this multiple
it's
times.
it's not whatchamacallit flaring right now. Once all the kobolds have been adjusted, I'll remove the area of effect, and then I'll be able to use it again on my next turn with a legendary action, because I've used up all 3 of my legendary action points. It takes 2 to set it up and 1 to ignite. And then I have another legendary action that I have not disclosed yet.
All right, we good.
Excuse me.
Didn't he use the he used the spell to cast the crown spell thingy.
Yes, I did, as an action. Legendary actions are different.
Yeah.
But what was I doing? This. Okay, cool. This goes over here. To put it plainly, guys, I was very inspired by the book I was reading and also a video I watched by a YouTube D&D creator known as Z Bashu, who described using telegraphed attacks. Very much inspired by video games and things.
I saw that. I saw
tic-tac.
the tic-tac. The tic-tac-toe.
Here's the fun part. Unlike what he was doing in his video, I have surrounded you, so you're sort of stuck in an area.
The fun part is you're gonna die. Just smile.
So good luck. Anyways, it is now Agamir's actual turn.
All right.
His
fuck balls.
Gone.
All right.
To move up 5 feet is difficult terrain, which will count as 10 feet.
I know. So I did the math. 5. I'm allowed to share an enemy space, right?
To move through creatures' spaces, especially if they're hostile, is still difficult terrain, whether they're dead or alive.
Yeah, no. I'm only asking because
Sure. So
I think, guys,
are you
we are
trying
in
to
the
dash?
fuck it we ball situation. I'm not dashing, DM. He used his reaction to counterspell. I have my Misty Step back.
Okay. Is he close enough?
He is, because I will use 5,
Let
10,
me bring him right there.
15 to get there. I will take 2 opportunity attacks doing this. But he was within 30 feet of me.
1 sec. I can close these now. This one. +1 to hit. That's a natural 1 and a 17 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay, so the opportunity attacks miss. You are now standing,
Surrounded
basically
by
like having to
kobolds.
shove a kobold aside just to be able to get a little bit of space. But if you're not careful, you're going to take several attacks at once.
Yeah. He's just going to Misty Step over back there. As you guys see the little mark, I feel like they'll see the mark fully now. It appears to be like a bite mark on the back of his neck as he was going to Misty Step. Right there.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing, DM. I'm gonna do the roar.
Do the roar.
I'm gonna do the roar.
Do the roar.
Do the roar. All right, first attack, normal everything. That's cocked. Damn you, Permani Bros gift card. I'm using the Lizard's Lair, so it's a +1. It is a 19 to hit.
That does hit. Very good.
I am gonna pump a first level smite into this. Just test out the waters, just curious.
Sure. Oh, by the way, make me a Constitution saving throw. I forgot. I didn't mean to clap into the microphone. Sorry. As you got closer to him, within 5 feet of him, he is emitting a putrid stench.
This man needs to go take a shower and touch.
19 total.
Grass.
16 plus 3.
Cool. Now roll me a d4.
Oh Jesus Christ! Is it a 19 not rounds?
What does this do? To fucking Reddit mod?
2.
A 2. So, Agamir, for 2 rounds, starting with this one, you are immune to the effect of his smell because you sort of like shake it off despite how awful it is. But on your 3rd round, you're gonna have to make this save again if you're still next to him.
Got it.
Because it's just that bad. Also, now that you're closer to him, you can see that all over his robe are like black handprints just stamped all over the robe.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him
He
very much
seems
so.
he seems to be wearing regalia of Bane.
Oh fuck, we killed one of his guys. We killed one of them guys.
Yeah, he literally said that we did. He was
Oh,
mad
yeah.
at us.
Listen.
Well,
Yeah.
you killed Dartak is what he was saying, but
Yeah.
you also killed a Dread Knight of
He
Bane.
is undead, so I deal 3d8, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Well, if he's not immune to radiant damage, and then I will cry into the cameras. That's my.
He's not immune to radiant damage. I promise.
So he'll take
This is a magical.
11's.
Which sword is
Yeah.
this?
This is the magical one. The magical Lizard Slayer
Right.
9000. It is 11
plus
bludgeoning with the +1 it's 11 because I rolled 5 + 5 + 1. So now I'm gonna grab 3d8 because how dare you be undead? 5, 1, 6, 12 points of radiant on the first attack.
12.
Yeah, so in total 23.
Very good. You slash at him with your lizard blade, and you wind up your second attack.
Yeah.
You slash through him. He does not. No blood comes from the cuts you've put into his body, and he just grins at you maniacally as he looks like he's winding up for something in a second. after
Well,
you're done.
I'm scared. That's a natural 20 again. Yippee, Grim Reaper dice. Let me take a photo of his. Oh, you can't really see his face on a nat 20. Wait. I'm gonna post the photo of the nat
Alright.
20 and then a photo of the fucking.
You need to make a decision. You've already smited once, but you know the cardinal rule of power.
I know the cardinal rule, DM. I'm picking it up because I'm gonna turn it over to make the funny, to show you the funny Grim Reaper.
Well, what I'm asking is, are you willing to burn another spell slot just to smite him again? First of all, can you even smite multiple times?
Yes, you can. That's
Okay,
in.
but are you willing to burn another slot?
I implore you to look at the field of 80 fucking kobolds, DM. I
Sure.
feel like
I mean,
we might need to rush this guy. We might. This is a second level spell slot smite, DM.
okay, sure. So that's like what, 5d8?
It's 5d8, but it's gonna be doubled because it was a nat 20. So I'm just gonna use
Okay.
the dice spot.
Sure. So you're rolling weapon dice and smite
Yes.
dice twice.
I'm gonna roll the weapon dice first, just to get that out of the way because
Okay.
it's just regular slashing. So it's 18 slashing, and then go. That's a lot of ones. And 38 radiant.
4, 5, 7 becomes 79. Okay.
That was me. I hit him. I did my thing.
Oh my gosh, hold on. This damage number is itty bitty.
It's so tiny. He actually has like 10,000 HP. That's why he's so small. He has to go all the way over.
I wish I could make it bigger for you guys, but I can't, it seems. Sorry about that.
Still good. We can summon him.
Yeah. He definitely lets out a heavy grunt, and seems to curse at you in a language that you don't know. He's going to stare at you with much hatred, but he's already used up all of his legendary actions, so I can't do anything. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's Agamir's turn. I slapped him good enough, guys.
10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. You move 2 more. Scoredom, the door to your south bursts open, as 2 kobolds come through. Alright, I'm
We
gonna
got
make
a
some
problem.
attacks.
Naomi's trying his
Dang,
best.
rolling so many natural ones. Jesus, it doesn't want any of you to die.
I wonder.
Scordum, you don't take any attacks because I rolled a natural 1 and a 6. Kalira, first I need to make a wisdom save. I need to make 2 wisdom saves against you. Ooh, that's a natural 20 finally, but that sucks that it was on a save instead of damage. And the other attack does not hit. Assuming the other guy fails his save, so he's going to use up the rest of his movement to get back here. And oh my god, go away. Hold on. I gotta get this token to move to a different layer. There we go. Okay, yeah. He's going to stand on top of his fallen comrade, and gonna instead attack for Phoebe. So now, I'm going to make 1 attack on Kalira. That's a natural 20 again. Are you fucking kidding me?
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate
Nightmare,
it.
nightmare, nightmare.
Hold on. There you go. Oops. That was a screenshot from an anime I was watching. That was Apothecary Diaries I was watching before the session started.
Oh,
Cute anime.
Apothecary Diaries.
It's a good show.
Kalira, that is going to be 2d6 minus 2 because it's 1d6 minus 1 normally.
Can I use my reaction?
To do what?
Hellish Rebuke.
Sure, that's fine. It still hits you though.
Yeah, that's fine.
5, 6, 7, 8. Kalira, you
Wait,
take
what is
6 piercing damage, and then cast Hellish Rebuke for me while I roll 3 attacks on Phoebes.
Yes. So I
14, 15. 15 Phoebes, does that hit?
It does not.
And 12 does not hit. Phoebes, you're dodging and weaving. You're like the Matrix, the chosen one. You're Neo, just dodging all these claws and stuff. Roll your. Do I have to make a saving throw or is that a spell attack, Kalira?
That is. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save for half as much on a successful one. But I want to upcast it from first level. I just don't know what'll happen if I do.
Yeah, it'll do more damage.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Could I? How many third level spots do I have? Oh, okay, I see it. Never
As
mind.
a warlock, you cast all spells at maximum level you're capable of, unless the spell is incapable of being upcasted.
Fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna check this little box right here. I'm gonna cast it at third level. So 2d10 for first level, 3d10 for second, 4d10 for third.
Okay. Roll 4d10. I've failed my dexterity saving throw. 10 minus 2. 8.
D10. All right. 3, 2, 5, and 6. 3, 2, 5, and 6. Hang on. Forgot to pull up my
13. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 2 is 13.
Fantastic. Okay.
Quick maths.
Yeah, thank you, because I cannot. I'm incapable. She's gonna look at the kobold that hit her, and like her eyes are just gonna like glow a little bit. Like she's annoyed now as this thing just kind of
Oh, yeah.
engulfs in flame.
Sure. Kalira, it is now your turn.
Hey, she is going to. She's going to go ahead and use her handy dandy new cantrip. After that, she's going to use Blade Ward. You extend your hand and trace sigil warding in the air until the end of your next turn. You have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attack.
It's not often you see that being used, and I'm so glad you're doing that now. Thank you. That's a
Yes.
treat for me personally.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and out of character question, or out of game question, were I to shield Thebes, would I be able to cast Arms of Kadar without hurting him?
Shield him how?
Like, could I just kind of like, kind of like wrap my body against his? Just, kind of shielding him a little bit?
Each creature within 10 feet of you is what the spell says. Unless you have something like sculpt spells or the evoker wizard's shape spells, you would be unable to disclude him from that area of effect.
Fuck! Alright. Damn it.
Besides, you've already cast a cantrip, Blade Ward.
Yeah.
That's your action, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
so you
gotcha.
have a bonus
Okay.
action and movement left.
Okay. So since I went ahead and I did that, I'm just gonna kind of sidestep away from this bothersome situation.
Which direction?
I don't want to leave Phoebes there. I guess I'll go this way. I don't know how far in I can go.
Can you stick to a square for me?
Yeah.
You can have you have your entire movement. You have 30 foot of speed.
Yeah. But I also don't want to leave him. Fuck.
Right now, you're already sitting at 2 opportunity attacks. If you move any further than that, you'll be taking 4.
So she's gonna 5, 10. All right, she's gonna move there.
It's only 2 attacks.
Yeah, she's gonna move there. Would the feature that I did before help against any of those or no?
Yes, I have to make a wisdom save basically every time.
Okay, cool. In the telepathic bond, she's going to tell Thebes, Thebes, I have a spell that could get them off of us, but I can't have you near. You have to move.
Where's your spell save DC, Clear?
16.
Okay, I beat both of those saves. Now I'm immune to it for 24 hours.
All right, well, shit. Here we go.
But I missed the attacks. I rolled double 2s.
Fantastic.
So Phoebes, feel free to respond as I'm about to have to move several tokens on the board.
Well, Phoebes doesn't move for quite a while yet, so.
I mean, like you can say something in response while I'm moving tokens.
I don't think he's going to be able to move anywhere. That's the thing. There's no point saying, "Yep, I respond," but I don't think by the time everybody's moved in, Phoebes is going to have anywhere that he can go.
Shit.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Get Chester to start eating folks. Fuck, I don't know.
Okay. Cordum, you dodge an attack from Zombie 35.
She's like, what the fuck is going on? Looking down at her snake. We might need help.
Woo! Agamir, that is a natural 20 to hit you.
That'll hit you.
2d6 minus 2. It better hit, goddammit. Unless you got something up your sleeve I don't know about.
I do. I have silvery barbs, but I'm gonna save it. I do, DM.
Okay.
I do, in fact, have a thing up my sleeve, but I shall save
Um,
it there for now.
You take 5 slashing damage, piercing damage, excuse me.
Okay.
And the third one misses. Phoebes, you're going to take 2 attacks. Both of those miss. Okay. These guys do not have great modifiers. The trick of this encounter is their sheer numbers will eventually be crit fishing, basically. And I can try and do damage by either hitting your high armor classes naturally or trying to fish for crits with so many attacks at once. But, you know, this is 5e, so you can only be attacked by however many creatures are surrounding you. Now, Chester, you can roll for his attacks if you'd like, Phoebes. You should have a stat block, I think.
I don't think I do.
All right, that's fine. So anyway, guys, with it being midnight, Chester's turn is next. You guys are in a tight pinch. You have no idea how many kobolds there are hidden underneath the flagstones. You know that Agamir is no longer really visible as he has gone off by himself to take on the big man himself, and even then, you don't know if killing him will deactivate all of these undead. Yeah, we'll have to find out next time on the arrival of the Red Comet.
Wheeler, I'm going to kill you.
Well,
This is
how
true.
dare
That's fine.
you? That was such a poetic line. How dare you do this to me?
Alrighty, I'm gonna send us to my stream ending. I am sitting pretty at 46,000 frames lost, so I think it's a great time to go ahead and just end stream. I am not continuing the stream today. I wish I could, but the internet is saying no.
Internet
It's
waggled
literally-
his finger.
It's
No.
literally giving me a nuh-uh.
No.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and do this. Well, everybody, it was a wonderful time having you here with me. Please go ahead and get your fun. Yeah, it's. Yeah, just right now. Right now, I just. I can't do it. I am almost at 47,000 frames lost. I'll probably be playing games in stream or like in my main chat, but I need to go take a nap. I've been up since 11 a.m. I will talk to you all later. I love you all so much. Let's go find a friend to say goodnight to. I think my friend Lizard is currently on. Or my friend Lines. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm about to post how many we've been missing. Who can we go say hello to? We have so many friends that we can say hi to right now. I think I'm gonna take us over to my friend. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go see Oreo. Actually, we might not go see Oreo. We're gonna go see Maverick, actually.
Maverick is currently doing a charity stream. And I know that sometimes it can be very difficult to do charity streams. So just honestly sticking by somebody during their stream and like kind of watching, it can help so much more than donating. So please go ahead, stick around, and we're gonna hang out. I will see you guys over there in a few moments. I, though, am gonna go take a fucking nap. Good night, y'all. I hope you all have so much fun. Alrighty, I will see you all later. Get one less fish in. Bye-bye, everybody.